my HP went down by 8 because I don't have my belt anymore, and my AC is now down to 11. So.
Oh shit! I need to check Inari's.
Does your beard fall out?
That's a good question. Does my beard fall out?
I think
it doesn't.
I think we sneak around and then we just grab this orb from this Hinox and call it a day, and we're good.
Yeah, man. Let's go fight the black Hinox with no gear.
Let me ultra hand that orb for a second. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you, instead of referring to it as mage hand, just refer to it as ultra hand from now on, Lydian?
For lore reasons.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see my dex score really quick here.
I can't wait for ultra rock paper scissors.
Oh shit! My AC is actually a 10. Fuck.
What?
That's so ass.
So I want to say this is the setup for like the equivalent of the 2-part season finale, because after this Divine Beast, it's the end of this season of like the episodes and all, and then everything gets
We're going on
different
a year-long hiatus.
So I'm
And then
pretty
Netflix is going to cancel our show.
That's right. That's the April Fool's prank. Is that we're not going to resolve the end of this adventure, and then we're going to go on a year-long hiatus.
I would cry.
Just because that next guy was like, more of this, please. And we're like, no, actually, no, you get nothing.
Oh.
And then we'll resume when we're old and gray and 25.
That's right.
Don't remind me of this.
Hey, I've got like...
I've been having existential dread about that for like...
I
25? What?
Wait,
Yes.
What?
To be fair, I keep thinking like, oh, it's fine. I'm like 22, and I'm like, I'm not 22. I'm 24.
I'm 22.
It's already happening.
That's why he's having existential dread, is because I'm still 22.
Oh.
And he's old.
He's old.
Katie, don't let the light die out. You're the last hope.
All right, we've like bantered enough. Jen is
I know.
like
We've
itching
been live
to
for a
start.
couple minutes too. I thought we were gonna get started.
This is what the
Started
people want.
No.
Yeah, this is good
I
content.
had to throw in the ultra hand joke in there before we started. You know.
I'm gonna stop it and give you your cue music, Jenna.
Oh boy. Is everybody ready for the recap then?
Let's do it.
Well,
Yeah.
last we saw our heroes of Hyrule. After 2 long weeks of travel, 11th Hour finally arrived in Lurlin City, though not everything was as it seemed. Aquila discovered a Yiga disguised as a member of the City Watch, and Inari found another on the wharf next to Natara's net business. Fearing the vast presence of their foes in the city, our heroes devised a plan. Lydian charmed the guard Yiga into following him outside the city limits, where the rest of 11th Hour was waiting. Lorhanan modified his form to appear as a blade master, seeking information. But without knowing the name of the foot soldier's blade master, there wasn't too much she could reveal. After searching for non-existent mighty bananas that had been harvested from the area hours prior, it was time to end the charade. Inari rose from her seat and with one fell swoop annihilated the Yiga. The following morning, our heroes returned to the city, seeking passage on a ship to investigate the mysterious whirlpool Lydian had observed far off the coast. Natara led them past Lurnlin Academy, the school she had picked up her sister from every day for years. Not far from the academy, our heroes found Arita with a little boat, and, exploiting his insecurities, they were able to board, using it to traverse the Necluda Sea. However, mysteriously, the next thing 11th Hour knew, they were all waking up on a different part of the beach on the island, without any of their belongings. Worst of all, Natara found a beached ship on the shore, with the all too familiar name of the Ciela painted on the side, Avala's ship. Following the tracks of the survivors, she found a dead end as they wandered off the island and towards the whirlpool. Lydian, flying up to locate his friends, instead found an odd stone pedestal atop the island's peak. Then, seeing the blue Zora on the beach, he descended to join her. Aquila worked to build a fire.
Which doesn't exist.
Which doesn't exist yet.
Aquila was having delusions.
Aquila was hallucinating.
And Lorhanan hikes the slope of the mountain. Meanwhile, Inari discovered a camp of bokoblins. And that is where we find our heroes now. Scattered and without your resources, 11th hour, it seems you are on the precipice of reaching a divine beast. However, this island appears to be cursed in some way, and unless you can free yourselves from it, you could be stuck here forever. So, let's begin. I feel like the best place to start, knowing what we know now, would be panning to Aquila by herself on the beach.
You don't need to be mean, Jenna.
Having gathered some supplies from the nearby woods to start a fire, finding out that she cannot produce fire anymore.
Jenna's like, look at this fucking moron without his tools. Look at this idiot.
I'm just so happy because you guys, like, you know, I was like, oh man, they're gonna have such a hard time. They're not gonna be able to do anything. And then you were just like, yeah, I'm gonna make a fire. And I was like, well, screw that from the challenge, I guess. Check that off. But would you like to make a survival check to start a fire?
No, I'm just gonna get up and start walking to. If my back is to the ocean, to the left path around the island. Then.
So let us. I realized the difficulty of doing this theater of the mind last time, so I made a map.
Yay!
But we don't know about this map.
No, you don't. But it's just so you guys as players can have a better sense of like what I'm seeing in my head when I'm describing to you where you are. So Aquila, you are heading south on the island now.
Yes.
Will...
Now it looks like a shark tooth. That's kind of ominous.
That's the true shape of it. I traced it. And I even put a little thing for the Ciela, so you guys know where that is. Okay, Aquila, you begin making your way south. There are rocks, branches, various kinds of debris on the shore. Are you looking for anything as you're going, or are you just trying to make your way around the island to find anybody else?
No, I can't do shit, so I'm just gonna keep on trucking. I'm gonna keep an eye out, see if I see anyone.
Give me a perception check.
I guess, like, not even anyone, just signs of anyone. Like, I guess part of me still thinks I might be by myself on this island. That's a 10.
A 10. Not seeing anyone, not seeing any signs of anyone. Though there is, as you go further down along the beach, a smaller piece of the island disconnected to the east that, you know, you kind of catches your eye a little, but that's kind of all you pick up on with just a 10.
This map's obviously not to scale. Do I have like a sense of how far it is out? Is it like 100 feet out, a couple hundred yards?
Like 150-ish feet, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay.
I hope that's about right to the scale of this map. But yeah, so you'll just be going that way. Inari, you have hidden yourself from the tree houses that you see built near where you're at here on... Oh wait, no, that was where you started. No, you're fine. Okay, that's fine. I had to, like, place all of you where you originally started and then, like, move based on where I remembered you went. So, yeah, you would have ended up there about, and the camp you're seeing is somewhere inside the tree line around here.
Okay.
Are you doing anything about it, or are you going to try and keep going the direction you were heading? You were heading south on this island as well.
Then I think Inari, like, I think she's curious about, like, if there's more than two, which I think we already established that she thinks there's two.
You see two. You can only see two from where you are right now.
Does it look like a very complicated sort of, like, treehouse setup?
It seems that there's a couple platforms. One ramp up and some bridges in between the platforms. You can see, you know, from where you are, there's about 3 trees that are part of the system. So it's not like it's pretty rudimentary. on par with
Okay.
the tree houses you've seen back on, the mainland before that the bokoblins tend to inhabit, but seems a bit big for just 2 bokoblins.
It might be a little risky. I'll ask one more question, and if not, I'll have her continue going the direction she was going. Does she see any like bokoblin weapons on the ground or leaned up against trees at all?
Give me a perception check.
All right, I'm begging. Roll 20. Okay, perception.
Oof.
Nope.
I got 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Not that you can see.
All right. I'll have her continue going in the direction that she was originally going, which I can't remember. I think it was right.
No, you were going
All time.
counterclockwise. So
I'm going
south.
like. Okay, I'm going like that way. All right. Yeah. So she'll continue to move that way.
You're currently hiding behind a rock right now. Are you going to go into the open and just walk, or how would Inari like to move here?
If I was playing her true to herself, she would just get out in the open, but she's smart, so I don't actually think she'd do that. So I maybe try to have her like skulk along the tree line to see if she can get far away enough from the camp where she can then like just start walking along the beach again.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh hell yeah!
And
it's
along the tree line, not with disadvantage because you're not wearing your armor.
Yes.
And it's still plus 10, right? Or did we get to a period of time where that's no longer added?
It is
Okay,
plus 10.
just
Ooh.
oh, so it's a 20 plus 10. That's a 30.
Nat
It's
20.
a nat 20.
It's a nat 20. Actually, she crit.
Holy shit!
Plus
She's,
10.
Would've
she's freed from her armor.
if I had like just done that on my perception check, but I'll take it. She went to stealth school.
So yeah, I guess truly as you're moving and literally not even the like small creatures that are on rocks and trees, they literally don't even notice you either. You realize that every time you've been caught, it has 100% been because of your armor. It has to be. I mean, nothing is noticing you with a 30
Pick up a
stealth.
lizard.
But yeah, so you will continue moving south on the island.
Sick. Okay.
Lorhannon, you have made your way to where the island drastically slopes up. Presumably, the mountain at the center. You're traveling up it, I believe. Is that where we left off?
Yeah.
Okay. As you ascend, please make a perception check for me.
And 11.
11. You're able to, find a decent, footpath up. It seems that potentially people have been on this island before, maybe some point within the past year even, just given the fact that there is some kind of trail almost leading up here. But don't really notice too much else beyond that. And eventually, because you had been going inward and aiming to get up this mountain from the get-go, you do, after a bit of hiking, reach the peak. Similar to Lydian, once you get to the top here, you see a strange low-to-the-ground pedestal made out of stone, some kind of marble-like stone. Flat on the top, except for this carved-in perfect half sphere smack in the center.
Mhm. Okay. I guess I would like to survey the island from up here. Like, try and figure out, is that maybe I'm looking perhaps also for the whirlpool, to see if if I'm still in the same general area of where we were before.
Sure. Go ahead and give me
And
another
then
perception check.
transported somewhere supernatural.
Oh my god.
Nat 1.
Bro.
Really putting our
Get him out
best
now.
foot
Get it out
forward.
now.
Hmm.
Make him delusional. Like, honestly, make him just seeing shit.
You see my fire on the beach.
Dude, a nat
Oh, good.
one.
Kill him at a fire.
You're with your athleticism, you were able to scale this tall hill pretty rapidly. It is pretty high up, and as soon as you get up here, you feel pretty dizzy from the rapid change in elevation. The air feels, even though it's not necessarily that high, it feels kind of thinner up here, and before you even have a good chance to survey the area, you have to like go down a little bit just to kind of catch your bearings and everything, just solely because of the ascent, I will say, because it's I don't want to say like a fog descends. I don't want to say, you know, because you would be able to see things, but I think it would just be that probably. Mechanically speaking, you are perfectly fine, but you just were not able to get anything, and perhaps your time would be better spent trying to go somewhere else.
And I asked one additional question before we move on from
Sure.
me. The thing that should go in this pedestal, do I see, like, am I lucky enough to see, like, either, like, a path that it has rolled down the hill, or like, tracks of something that might have taken it?
I'd say now that you're down off the top, like the peak of the mountain here, go ahead and give me a survival check to try to track maybe where a round object could have gone.
Say 16.
16. You, with a decent degree of certainty, can see evidence, or I should say, can see no evidence that something was ever there and ever left.
Okay.
Okay. Down to Lydian and Natara. Where did we leave off with you guys? Did you guys go back to the Ciela to investigate? Was that what?
No,
Okay.
we were just staring at the whirlpool.
You guys are
Oh,
staring
right.
at the whirlpool about 500 feet or so off the coast of this island to the south. What would you guys like to do?
So, I kind of like had heard about this island before. Do I have a sense of whether like anyone has ever been able to like get off of it? Like, I guess, do I think that they, like my sister and them, like went out somewhere, or do I think they're still on the island somewhere?
Give me another survival check, I'd say, because it's more so you're trying to find evidence to put a theory to it, I would say.
Come on, survival. 24.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ranger.
I will say, on a 24, re-examining the tracks. If you recall, I had said that there were tracks that kind of went into the woods and came back out, and then it seemed that they all went down this direction, down this like shallow area, and then into the water. Kind of retracing your steps and everything, it seems that not all of the footprints that went into the jungle came back out of the jungle.
Suspicious.
Okay. So they split up.
Can we tell how many sets of
Presumably.
footprints there are at all?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, I guess with a 24, you definitely could. Let me see. Let me pull up my list here. Not that one. I want this one. Is a good question. So, it appears that there were in total that left the ship 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that left the ship. And though roughly like 4 or so, about 4 went into the jungle, only 2 came back out. Or 2 would not have come back out, I should say. So if 4 went in, yeah, it doesn't matter, it's the same. 2 plus 2 is 4, guys.
So,
And
where?
then do I have a... Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, where do we see the 8 around the Ciala then, or
8 around you. There were 8 around the Ciela. Sorry, the Ciela. Where you
Ciela.
guys are now, there appears to only be 6. It was kind of hard to tell because there's just so many, and they kind of go over each other and everything. But with the 24,
okay?
There are fewer.
Katie, you can ask your question.
And can I tell if any of these footprints belong to my sister?
there's definitely at least one set of Zora.
I do know that supposedly there were supposed Zora on this ship.
So then, if I'm retracing these steps correctly, that means that 4 people stayed on the ship. 4 people went into the woods. Then 2 people got lost in the woods or got killed by something, came back out and met the 4 people, and then they went to the whirlpool, making 6.
Yes, somewhere around this point, if I can click, if it'll let me, is where it seems that people went into the woods. Like, it looked like everybody got off, went this way, veered off, came back, and then went down this way.
Okay.
Good.
So that means that 2 people are either dead or in those woods. Do you want to go track them?
Probably. I don't... Yeah, I guess do I... Yeah, because there wasn't evidence of them, like, leaving from this point, right? Only coming to where we are.
What do you mean?
Like, do I know, like, I guess, yeah. What way? So I tracked them, like, from the Ciela to here. I didn't, like, go around, like, any ridiculous long way, right?
No, here, I will give you
Okay.
a line
Okay.
to help. So,
I guess I guess I would have probably seen them going back to the Ciela if I was tracking from there, or they would have already been there. I guess I didn't investigate, but okay. Yeah, I guess we go into the woods. Try and hear who's there,
I would
just
say,
in case.
as you guys are deciding to go in the woods and looking over these tracks once again, I would say Akila would be coming around the corner, and you would see the 2 familiar figures over that way.
Yeah, I'll continue making my way over to them. Very, very relieved that it's not just me on this abandoned island.
You guys see in the distance Akila approaching, and after a few minutes or so, she does reach you guys.
Can we see the Ciela from here?
Through some trees. I mean, the ground isn't necessarily flat. You can definitely see, like, the damaged top of the mast.
I mean, I would probably just try and point out to Akila that sister ship is over here and she's got to be somewhere on this island. Have you seen her?
No, I've just been walking along the coastline until I ran into you 2. Because
I
the three
guess
of
I
us are
will-
here, I'm assuming Inari, LG, and Lord Hannon are somewhere on this island as well.
We forgot about LG.
I didn't forget about LG.
I didn't either.
I forgot about LG.
Please tell me LG has found a Yiga and is like,
Trying to nip his toes while the Yiga like stomps on his head.
no, I don't want LG to actually have found a Yiga, but okay.
Oh boy.
I guess I will tell her like what we've noticed about like the footprints in the path. And I don't know, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's, do we want to go into the woods or do we want to go back to the ship and investigate to see if we can find anything else? Didn't seem like there was anybody on the ship when I was there originally, but I also didn't actually do much investigation.
I think it's
I was
worth
just kind of
going back to
around
the
the
ship
ship.
really quick, just for like a log book or something, maybe.
Do we know how old
Okay.
these tracks are? Or like have a
They were
guesstimate?
relatively recent, right? Like within
Within a few
past
days.
couple
I believe.
days.
Within a few days.
Okay. Yeah. Then yeah, I'll agree with the two of you.
All right, let's go
Okay,
investigate
then
the
I guess
ship.
we will.
Tanner.
You guys are heading over to the ship?
Yes.
You make your way, and eventually, Inari, as you've been making your way down the coast, you get to around here, and you can see three familiar figures making their way towards a ship that you now see on the shore.
This tracks.
All right, check.
Poor
Two
Lorna.
remaining boxes to tick here.
If I
The
use
two
my
most
intuition,
likely.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the two. This makes the most sense that these are the last two to be found.
if I use my intuition and think like maybe Lorhannon would climb to the top of the mountain because he's crazy, and I look to the top of the mountain, would I be able to see him from where we are?
Just a lone black dot,
You up on the
looking confused around because he can't see shit.
mountain? I mean, I guess you could try and like fly up and see if you could see anything.
Yeah.
To be
I'm
fair.
gonna do a quick fly up and just see if I can see Lorhannon from where I am.
You fly up, give me a perception check. Let's see, what do we want to set that at?
We got an 11.
11? I will say, no, well, you're pretty good at that. I was gonna say, for the sake of... No.
Expediency.
No, I was gonna say, like, I think it'd be really funny if Lorhannon rolls a stealth check with disadvantage. This is not at all how this should work, but I think it'd be kind of interesting to see, like,
Okay.
like a
I'm on board with
reverse,
that.
like no, you know, like a reverse notice check. You know, I don't know. I just think that'd be funny. So let's do that.
You want to stealth check at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're on First Island. You can do whatever you want to us. I am.
Oh my god!
I have 22.
He rolled 22.
Both values.
Oh my god.
Because, like, you know, I figured that this makes sense in my book because, like, there's a lot of tree coverage on the mountain. It's not just like a bare rock, right?
You mean a 32, right? Because you got a plus 10.
Oh yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I do mean a 32. Because there's a plus 10.
You rolled a 32 with disadvantage.
This
that's
campaign
going
is
well,
not
guys.
real.
Going very well.
Hilarious. Lydian, at a glance, you are not finding him. If you want to go, actually fly back up to the mountain and maybe try and track him, you certainly could.
He's gonna be fine. I'm gonna help my friends look at this ship.
Okay, you fly back down to join everybody at the ship. You guys get started, and eventually Inari does come over to join you all.
Alright, I guess we investigate the ship now. And hope that there's not like 7 angry Yiga. I guess we know that there's 2 lost somewhere, but there could be more on the ship. I don't think I actually know how many were on there to begin with.
I would assume 8, but if we find a skeleton, 9.
If
Well,
there's a skeleton
7.
after like 3 days,
Assuming
a
that's
ball
very
is-
Yeah, because my sister.
Well,
Assuming my sister's one of the sets of 8 footprints, it would
Alright,
be
Jen.
7 plus her.
So, what are you guys looking at when you get to the ship here?
I guess how big is it? It's
Like-
like a ocean-going ship, right? Like it's big.
It's pretty large. It's not necessarily like extra large, I guess. It's probably about like maybe I don't know how big ships are. You maybe about 50 feet in length. Like it's
Something
pretty
should-
big.
Yeah.
It's definitely big, but definitely there's bigger ships. You guys saw bigger
Gotcha.
ships in Lurlin City.
I will be.
Guys, there's that also I forgot like that rube that we hired to take us is probably also stranded on the island somewhere or dead. So we
Oh, I
we
was
might,
thinking
like
about
process
that,
that.
too.
It'll be fine.
We don't remember ever getting on a boat with that guy and sailing out of the harbor. So
True.
Yeah.
who knows?
Maybe he put us here.
Okay.
No, I'm going to personally check out the living spaces or like the wherever people would be sleeping or staying or something, like whatever quarters this ship has.
Yeah, you fly up to the deck. There is a staircase towards the back end of it that descends down below. You head down there. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And you know what? I'm gonna give myself bardic inspiration for this roll. That is
Ooh.
that is a 26.
Big money.
Holy shit!
Big
Okay,
money.
26.
find it?
What'd you roll, like, originally?
I rolled a 21 and then a 5 on bardic.
Nice.
So.
Everything here seems pretty, I guess, how would it be? I didn't think too hard about the boat, quite honestly, guys. I'm like full transparency here.
I wasted my.
I'm guessing
Resource.
because there's not a lot on here.
There's not a lot on the boat. That is 100% why.
If she
There's
wrote
not
me a-
like-
if she wrote
There's not like a
Natara-
lute, a giant Gerudo scimitar, a bow, and like a tinker's tool set on the top deck.
If she wrote Natara a letter, she should have like a book, right, to get the paper
Should.
from.
But also,
We're on the first island.
remember,
first
you
island.
guys don't have anything. So when you go down here, there's a long hall that turns and goes like the opposite way on the ship, facing like in on the island. Bunch of doors ajar. Pretty much empty except for some, bare bones beds with straw mattresses and a little bit of furniture, but not much.
Is there any sign of people that had stayed here or their clothing or anything at all?
There's not.
What the hell?
Well, we will have an ample source of firewood if we're stuck here for a while.
Other than, I
Yes.
guess, I would say just like the wear and tear of like chairs that probably scratched the floor, doorknobs that the metal's kind of worn, like have kind of like darkened the patina from use. Like it seems that this has been used. These spaces are used. It is just barren. I will say.
Well, we're gonna have to go into the forested area then, aren't we? Because I trekked along the, I guess, northern part of the island, and I didn't see anything besides a Boblican camp that I think we should also hit at some point for supplies.
Yes, I want to just like make sure that my sister's not just like on the ship somewhere, just in case. Like all the Yiga left without her or something.
I will say with the 26 that Lydian rolled on investigation, Lydian, with 100% certainty, there is nobody on this boat.
Okay.
Okay.
So they all left.
Do we all know, like, does anyone know out of the four of us here about the cursed nature of the island? Like that our
Natara.
stuff is actually gone?
Well, I know.
Is that part of the curse that you would know?
Oh, duh. That's why they didn't have any belongings on the ship, because all your belongings disappear when you.
Right, I
get
was
to the
gonna say that,
island.
like,
I'm a
Akila would
dummy.
have thought that, like, all of her shit was just lost in the ocean. But now seeing that this ship has been surprisingly, like, picked clean, either the survivors are, like, the greatest builders ever and stripped the ship bare in 3 days, or all everything's gone.
I mean, would I have known about what, like, exactly? I don't know how much I know about the curse.
You definitely
I mean, I didn't really
wouldn't
believe
know.
it. But...
Yeah, you didn't believe it. You've heard that it's cursed. Not really sure how. I think you probably just imagined, like, when you hear something's cursed, maybe Natara thinks of, like, ghosts or something. Clearly that's not necessarily the case here. There is something strange in nature at work that is just lifting everything off of you.
Okay. Well, yeah, guess we go in the forest.
Yeah, let's make a big group trek to the forest.
The
Hopefully we'll find Lorhannon,
beach squad.
too.
Let's see if I can, like, select.
More importantly, hopefully we find LG.
That's
I think
true.
we'll find whoever they left behind here. I'm hoping your sister's in the woods here.
Okay, I'm just trying to put you guys up there so that you're away from the numbers. I want to move the number down. Sorry, just so I can put you guys here. But yeah, you guys begin making your way in the woods. How are you going about traveling? Are you trying to follow anything? What are you looking for?
I think follow the footprints, right?
I guess I'd follow the footprints I was originally looking at, and then try and see if if there was any that I missed.
Okay.
On like first pass of like when people like split off.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me another survival check to track.
Okay.
I will say too, it is getting later in the day. You guys can tell the sun is a bit lower than it was when you arrived here.
I'll bump that by 5 for you.
So what is that?
17.
17. You definitely follow the trail for a good amount of time. It seems that with a 17, you can assume and tell that the people that went in here were looking for some kind of supplies, anything to help them. With a 17, things get kind of muddled. Perhaps there was some kind of, just trying to like put a narrative to the what you're seeing, some kind of struggle even, and that is kind of where the other prints kind of take off into the brush, and you kind of lose that trail. But then you, with a 17, can definitely see the other two returning back south.
Okay.
Lorhannon, have you been descending the mountain this whole time? Or what have you been doing?
Well, yes. Can I descend the mountain, like, down the other side from the one I came up, or do I have to go back the same path and then go around?
Wherever you would like to go. You can.
So I would like to. So, like,
side.
I went into the woods, right, and I went up the mountain, and now I'd like to go down the other side.
Your path, Lorhannon, you kind of were around. Oh wait, that's so late. You're not gonna be able to see my lines here. Here are the Lorhannon lines. Do like a red or something that you can see. You were down here about when you landed. You went into the woods and up, and then you can go down the other side.
So yeah, I guess I'm going north.
Yes. Alright. As you descend, can you please give me another perception check?
This is Henoch's town, isn't it?
Oh god.
Say 14.
14. As you descend, that's kind of interesting. You Descending this side, you kind of come around a clearing. Kind of interesting. It kind of like seems to slope down into the mountain a little bit. And it's kind of strange because there really haven't been a lot of clearings anywhere in this dense jungle. But beyond it just being a clearing with a 14, you don't really notice anything else here.
Okay. So I'm not in the clearing yet.
You don't have to be.
Edge of it?
You can definitely be like, you're probably on the like just outskirt of it, like the tree line basically. And you kind of look about. Kind of strange. This is the first somewhat barren area you've come across other than the shoreline you started out on. And you've gone through an amount of jungle here.
Yeah. Do I see like any footprints or any like signs that anything's living in here?
Give me a survival check. This is the perception survival rolls only session.
Not really. Also a 14.
14 looking for tracks. You can't necessarily tell where they're coming from, where they're going necessarily, but there are a couple paths of much larger prints than you'd expect to find.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I am not going to just run into the middle of this clearing.
You hear like distant snoring.
I think I'm going to kind of be a little bit more careful. Like up to this point, I've kind of just been like running around like a maniac. But I will try to be a little bit more careful and just go around it and continue.
Okay. Continuing in which direction?
Like, I guess straight. Whatever is like in front of me, but like
okay,
without going into the clearing.
So, I mean, you can't really see where it is on this side. Oh gosh, that's a line. That's okay. But pretty much like on the opposite side of the mountain at... Please draw. Just draw. This point is where that clearing is. Inari, the clearing you found is kind of like at this point. Okay. We will call it that. And then you probably, I mean, you were going this way, so... Or would you say you were going this way?
No, I'd say I'm going north.
North. Okay. Yeah, you would then continue north. The rest of the group.
Sorry, guys.
Every single hostile encounter on the island.
Sorry, guys. I'm not trying, okay?
There's like 10 ace.
So I think we just press north. What is that? Northeast, like towards the mountain a little bit, just looking for anything interesting or anything of note beyond the footprints.
Sure.
Yeah.
How are you
You said
guys?
the sun was going down.
Yeah, maybe we should stop.
Maybe we collect stuff.
It's not going. It's more like the equivalent of like 4 p.m. basically.
Right. Yeah. I was trying to ask like what time do we think it is? Like how much daylight do we think we have left?
You guys would know. You do have a couple hours of daylight left.
All right. Then yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we should probably try to stealth along at least, because I ran into a couple not so great things before I found you all.
Sure.
So I at least want to try that.
Group stealth check, please.
Oh wait, actually,
We all have plus 10 to it.
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Wow, Inari. Maybe it was you. I don't know.
It's
You
just-
rolled a,
So mean.
I mean, you rolled a 2.
That's a 12, actually.
yeah.
Oh, you're right.
In fact, it's a 17.
Yeah.
What are these rolls, guys?
I got a 14.
14?
Plus 10.
24, so the 24.
Oh yeah, 24.
24? What else?
I got a 28.
28? Damn.
Got a 17.
17?
Yeah.
15.
I got a 15.
Gotcha. I need to figure out what that is. Wow, that is really good. Okay. You guys continue east, northeast-ish, going into the jungle. Who can I get kind of like a marching order so I can have somebody leading the way here with the passive?
I feel like I would probably be in front.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the rest of you do you matter? Like, does it matter where? I know Nari like to be in the back.
Yeah, and Ari will fold up on the back that way.
I'll be third.
We have
Yeah.
a very solid guard standing watch behind us.
The anchor.
Second it is.
As you guys press onward, in this direction, you're not necessarily following tracks. You're just following the direction at this point because you did lose those tracks. I would say after maybe like a half hour of just kind of like pushing through the brush, it's definitely taken you guys a while to get through the jungle here because there's so many of you and it's just a difficult path basically because it's dense and doesn't have a path. Eventually you guys come upon, though still, hidden, though you are still hidden, Natara leading the way here, you see kind of like a makeshift camp, almost. Very, very small camp. A little fire pit that's not lit. Seems to have burned maybe once or twice. And 2 beds of grass and leaves, pretty much. Though, currently there's nobody here, it would seem.
Okay, so there's not anyone. Okay. Well, don't think. I mean, does it look like it would be it's a bokoblin camp, or do I think it's like people from the ship?
From what you've seen,
Or other
bokoblin
people,
camps,
I suppose.
probably not monsters. Definitely not
Okay.
monsters. Monsters don't really make beds or make nice little fires
that's
like
fair.
this. Their fires are a bit more. I mean, I guess this one's pretty as equally rudimentary, but they don't necessarily make beds for themselves. They kind of just sleep on the ground. And this is about right here.
So it seems like this is the right track for those 2 people that were going further into the woods.
Or just, yeah. Could be all of them. It could have.
But there's only 2 beds, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Then where's everyone else?
What would you guys like to do coming upon this? It's not necessarily in a clearing. There's not really any clearings that you've come across. But it is just...
I guess we investigate, like, if we can, how long ago these people were here?
Yeah. Ari might also like look for any discarded food or like something else that they maybe left behind too while everyone else is doing the
Absolutely.
roles.
idea.
Yeah, like anything that they've been using as weapons, perhaps.
Yeah.
Too, just in case.
Both of you can make investigation checks for me, please, as you kind of look around the makeshift campsite here.
I got a 9.
I got it too.
I got a 13.
Okay. Inari, you're not having such luck. Honestly, if you hadn't, like, if Natara hadn't pointed these beds out to you, you probably would not have seen them. I mean, because
Yeah.
they are leaves.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do kind of blend in. But that does make it hard for you to try and, like, pick up on anything else. Lydian with a 9. You can see that the fire, like, area, there's no embers or anything like that. But the, like, I guess it hasn't, you could tell because of the ash that's there, it has not rained since this fire was last lit, with a 9. Natara with a 13, I would say you find by one of the beds a kind of sharp rock, like a naturally occurring rock that is sharp, and maybe a couple like wood shavings as well.
Guess I will collect them and test them out. I don't know. I didn't give us something. Since we know that there are bokoblins and that there are Yiga on this island.
One of us can throw that rock pretty far. So, last case scenario.
Are you guys doing anything else?
I think pressing on
Can
a
we
little
see
bit further,
footprints?
or-
Yeah, can we tell like how they might have left the camp? Like in what direction?
We've not come upon like the double back, have we? Like we're still following the original 4 going in.
Well,
No,
we're not
that was-
following a path at this
Yeah,
point.
you guys
think-
had already come across, unless you want to go ahead, Lydian.
No, I'm pretty sure she said that we did see the part where they diverged, and we followed the path, the
Oh,
2 foot
right, my bad,
two
my
steps back out, and then these are just like the 2 people that went in. So that's it.
Well, at least it looks like there wasn't like a struggle or something. At least at this campsite.
Right. Didn't resort to cannibalism yet.
They might have. They ate themselves.
Like Natara's question, can we see how they left?
Go ahead and give me a survival check. You know, the endless series of checks here to try and piece things together.
Gosh. Yeah, I'll save my bardic inspiration for right now. I should not have.
Got a 17.
I got a 5.
Okay. With a 5, Lydian, you really can't pick up on much. You can see that there were definitely people here recently, but that's about it around the fire there. Natara, however, you do see that there's evidence of people, of footprints entering and exiting the little site here, like a couple times, and yeah, with a 17, I will say you do recognize one set to be Zora.
Good sign.
Is it a good sign? So do we take our chances and just stay here? They come back. We know that there's only 2, presumably, so we do outnumber them, and but also,
Yeah.
who knows if they've collected more people, if they were perhaps looking for
And
others.
speaking of collecting
Yeah.
people, we are still down a
We
few
are still
party
missing.
members.
What
Yeah.
do you say? What do you say we, stay here for the night, and we'll send a smoke signal up with the fire in the pit, and then hopefully Lorhan can see it from the other side of the island. Right?
And I mean, I feel like we can do that, but then we also need to prepare for the fact that we're possibly signaling.
We are ringing the dinner bell.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes.
Well,
So we would need to
signaling
arm up.
anything on this island.
Yeah, we need to be prepared before we do that. I have my stick, but we need to get you all sticks.
well, I have a
So-
sharp rock.
I'm not gonna
Sharp rock.
lie. I'm gonna be looking for like a big stick club, basically.
Yeah. I mean, there's abundant trees. We could just break branches off of them.
I think
Presumably.
yeah, let's stop where we are and then like basically Jenna search a giant radius of anything that could be helpful for arming ourselves or weaponry or shields or anything at all.
Absolutely. Let me double check what I have
And
for
hope that
that.
when these people come back, they are not hostile.
Okay, so you guys kind of fan out a little bit in the nearby area, looking for any kind of resource that can be made and makeshift into a weapon here. It's not easy to make something you find into a viable weapon. You know, most branches you come across aren't going to do a lot for anybody. So it does take a little bit. It is not an easy check that I have here. So you can all go ahead and make survival checks for me to try to find some kind of weapon.
I will
not do
give
that again.
who first of all, who has the highest survival modifier?
Probably me.
Can
I
I
have a
give
6.
I'll give Natara Bardic Inspiration then.
This is
No.
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 Oh man.
I don't think Bardic Inspiration even helps with that,
I don't
does
think
it?
it saves in that one.
But
That
what
sucks.
is it the total? What is the nat 1 total? You said you have a plus, so it's a 7?
It's a
7.
7 plus whatever the
7.
D8 rolls.
You're welcome to still try.
It's a 9.
Uh,
Ugh. Well,
I
and
got
with all these survival rolls, it was gonna.
I got a 7 total anyway, so
Okay.
I got a 17.
I got a 20.
As you all try your best looking around to find anything that could be a decent weapon, it's pretty tough to find something, especially like something that might be sharp or strong enough, durable enough to act as a decent bludgeoning weapon. Aquila, what kind of weapon do you find? Something that's bludgeoning, piercing? What are you looking for? Like a spear? You said you were looking for a club type of thing, right?
I was looking for any type of weapon, but if I had to choose, I'd be looking for some sort of like dagger-like implement. If I can't, then yeah, just the club is fine.
Yeah. I mean, let me see. Let me think. I mean, if you want to go that route, you would have to, like sharpen it yourself. Basically, like you could find rock that you would need to sharpen.
I'll just stick with a club then,
Okay.
and like a hefty branch that's
Yeah,
durable.
Certainly. You do come across a hefty branch that once the little twigs are removed from it, it's pretty hardy. It's kind of been removed from the tree that it came from for quite a while, so it's kind of hardened against the elements and everything, and you do find a decent club.
Guys, we are in business.
It is basically just a regular club. The
Okay.
weapon type, simple weapon.
club, gang up.
The rest of you are having a significant amount of trouble. Like, I guess Inari with a 17, like, you're not necessarily having as much trouble. It's just nothing you're finding is really anything better than this stick that you have, but it is just a stick.
Yeah. Question about that stick. What kind of damage is that? Like, probably not a lot, but I just want to know so I have it. I can put it in my sheet.
I would say it's just a stick. It's the equivalent of your unarmed strike.
Sorry. So I actually do have like a simple club then.
Yes, you have a simple club.
Okay. Cool.
I have retractable claws naturally that deal 1d4 plus my strength mod, so that's going to be my simple weapon for right now.
They retract.
Do I still have that sharp rock?
Yeah, you have a sharp rock that you found from here. Might be good for
I got that at
whittling.
Too bad none of you can Eldritch Blast.
Too bad.
As
That was the missing
it's not
link.
like I have any attack spells
right.
either that I could have lost. I literally only have weapons.
As the four of you are kind of looking about this area, investigating this campsite, kind of sticking together, staying close, finding weapons, flashback to Lorhannon. Continuing north. Is that all?
Yep.
Is that what you're doing? You're just continuing north?
I'm being a little bit more stealthy about it now,
Certainly.
since there is probably a giant somewhere around.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. At this point in the day, this is about the same time you guys cooked yesterday, so this will be the last stealth check that has the plus 10.
That's a nat 20 for a 37 total.
What the fuck?
He's just out there.
Incredible, legitimately. A 37. Oh my god.
I think that covers you for a while.
Yeah, you are one with the jungle around you. You have not left the jungle since you first entered the jungle, basically, and you have gotten all sorts of like mud and like leaves and things stuck to you that it kind of acts as this like camouflage for you almost. And just between that and your natural abilities for this type of thing, for being able to be unseen, unheard, you are as good as invisible, basically, to anyone that could possibly, be glancing in your direction here. You are so hidden. But eventually, continuing north, you do once again find a clearing. This one open to the beach that you can now see as well. You feel like you're kind of reaching like you're nearing the end of this side of the island. This clearing does have what you could make out to be a bokoblin camp. Can you please give me a perception check to get a little more information about this camp than Inari did?
I got a 12.
A 12. You can see that, as I described before, there are 3 trees that make up this kind of treehouse network, with, what's the word? Like suspension. What's the bridge?
Sure.
Rope bridge? Is that the word? Okay.
Yeah, rope bridge, yeah.
With rope bridges adjoining the platforms, and the lowest of the 3 having some steps, basically, that go up to it. Rudimentary wood construction. You can see that there are a number of bokoblins at the top. You also would see at least 2. However, you do also see 2 Lizalfos on the ground, just kind of like chilling, not camouflaged or anything, just kind of like hanging out.
What color are the bokoblins?
The bokoblins that you see are red.
Probably could not take on 2 Lizalfos and 2 bokoblins. Okay. Do I think that I am being stealthy enough that I could pick off a bokoblin without it being noticed?
Well, as soon as I'm assuming you're referring to your Eldritch Blast, right?
Yes.
As soon as you fire, you do reveal your location to anybody that would be in the area looking. So it's kind of up to you. Do you want that?
I probably don't. Hmm.
What are you doing?
I don't think I can stick around here and just try and sleep here. That would kind of be silly. I guess I will. Similar to Inari, do I notice any? Maybe not like. Probably not looking for weapons necessarily, but do I notice like food or
With a
wood or
12,
something like that?
you can see that, at least on the ground where you are, the Lizalfos have some palm fruit. Just 2. Perhaps 1 for each of them. They're not eating them now, but they are very close to them.
Okay. I don't think I can fight them. I don't want to stick around to have them find me. I don't want to go south back to the giant. So I don't want to go out to the beach because that'll be more visible. So I guess that means I'm going to the east.
Okay. So you begin heading east. And I will say, shortly after deciding to head this direction, you begin to hear the ocean again, louder, and kind of reach near the tree line, and you can see that there's not much left this way.
Okay. Is it getting dark yet?
At this point, it is becoming sunset. It's not getting dark necessarily, but like the sun is at that point in the sky where it's evening, definitely.
Then I think I would start going like back south, kind of towards the mountain, but on the edge of the tree line.
Sure.
And
Okay.
probably I'm gonna start looking for like a place to hide for the night.
Go ahead and give me another perception or survival, whichever you would prefer. That's really interchangeable in this aspect.
16.
16. You, I will say, since you're not trying to meet up with everybody for the night, we will kind of narrate the end of your evening. You get to around here and find a great big jungle tree that has kind of, it seems like multiple trees have kind of morphed into one and grown together, and it's just this massive canopy that goes above all the others. But where they've all kind of fused, there is kind of a nice elevated just nook that you could scale, go up there and rest there, so that way you're not on the ground necessarily.
That's perfect.
It's a pretty good place for a 16. So that is where your night ends, and we will pick up with your evening, I guess, like your night, once everybody else gets situated here. But the rest of you, as you're kind of hanging out here, waiting at this campsite, I'd say Because your passives are all probably everybody except no, and yours isn't like bad, right? It's like an 11 or something.
The 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess once you're not the first to hear it, but you do hear an approach. You hear something kind of rustling through the brush, passing through the trees, coming your way, all of you.
Does it sound like Lorhannon?
We
Or
hear the
LG.
crashing footsteps.
I know Lorhannon's feet.
Oh.
Oh, to you.
Hello?
Wink, wink.
What?
Those of you trying to identify the creatures approaching can go ahead and give me perception checks. A hearing-based perception check.
Perception.
I mean, we're not hiding, right? We're pretty visible. Or
No.
are we hiding?
Damn, another nat
It's
one
okay.
from
Get him
Natara.
out of the way. Get him out.
Nothing but crits.
Get him
from
out of the
now
way,
on
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
It just
13.
rolled 2 nat ones in a row.
And I got a 9.
9.
So
that's
I
another.
did not roll.
Because they're both still 7.
It's not
It's
bad, you know.
ridiculous.
And that one doesn't mean you auto fail at an ability check. But in this case, you cannot tell. Neither can you and Ari. If any of these are familiar. Lydian, I will say, with a 13, it sounds like, though you can't pick out, this is just split seconds before whatever is approaching emerges. It sounds like there are more than 2 creatures coming this way.
Oh, fudge.
So
Boy.
fun.
And
Well, we don't know. They don't know. They don't necessarily know who we are.
Right.
True. Even the ego probably don't know.
Exactly, yeah. And
with that, pushing through the brush, first pops LG.
Yeah, there he is. Lassie went and found help.
LG pops through as if to return, returning to a place that they've already been, and sees all of you, stops, kind of slides a little in the muddy sand of the terrain, and just excitedly gives this loud,
Aww.
long whirring sound. Just so excited, and pushing through behind is a purplish Zora man, shorter than Natara, but kind of older looking for a Zora. He pushes through and goes, "Lulu, what is the problem? Is everything..." Seeing all of you, he turns and runs straight into the person behind him, and you hear a feminine voice go, what is the matter with you? What are any of you doing?
We gotta put a collar on LG. Don't rename my dog. That's my dog.
We could, I think we just say hi, we don't mean any harm.
Nori has her hand on her
Right.
stick.
Yeah, we don't mean any harm. We come in peace and all.
Did you come on that boat that we saw out there?
The woman emerges, Hylian woman, a reddish brown hair, that's kind of just braided back in 2 braids, like French braids on her head, and she comes out and she says, "Yeah, did the Ciela? Are you talking about the ship that we
Yeah, we ended up on here too, but then we saw another ship, and so yeah. Did you end up crashing on here too?
I mean, yeah, I assume that's what happened. That's how we kind of woke up here. but and she, what are their freaking names? I don't have them up. I had a different document up. It's not on that one. It is on here, I believe. So she introduces herself. I'm Aura. I was like a multi-purpose deckhand type on the ship. And this is Joja. He was our cook. And he reemerges from the brush, like peeking out. And you see his features for Azora. They're a lot more, a bit more hammerhead shark-like than the typical like long shark-like or dolphin-like features that Zora tend to have. And he kind of like peeks back through, and he's like, "How do you do, everybody? Excuse me for not, I guess, for being a bit wary here, but everybody kind of turned on us, and we're not sure who to trust anymore."
They turned on you.
Can I stand up and poke both of them?
Yeah, you stand up, you go over, poke.
Very real.
Does it feel like I feel Zora scales, and I feel like the actual form of a Hylian woman?
Yeah, you feel like a
Okay.
Hylian shoulder, and you go over to try and poke the Zora, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Satisfied, I will say nothing and just sit back down with my club.
So
Akila
what
didn't
happened after
anything.
you got here? There were more to your party?
Well, this is the Zora. Joja speaks. Well, there were a number of us. We were just taking another job, helping this group out with their research or whatever they were doing, and we found whatever it was. Things were going fine. There were some tensions a little bit, but things seemed relatively okay. And then the thing just stopped, and the ocean just began swirling and going crazy, and there was like a storm, and we just got slammed, and next thing we knew, we were waking up beached on the ship, but ship was beached.
It sounds pretty similar to us. We had set out from Lurland City, and then next thing we knew, woke up here.
Who else? Yeah. So who else is somewhere on this island? You said that they turned on you.
Oh, we got away, and we haven't seen them since.
Yeah, just so we want to help keep a lookout. So who might we be looking out for?
Well, originally, there were a couple people. There was let me see, you. Okay, there were 3 Hylians. It was a woman, 2 men, and there was another Zora. And once we got here, and we all kind of came to, they did not look like themselves anymore. They were these weird folk in red and creepy masks, and we were like, holy shit, what do we do? And they were like, you guys are coming with us. And then the 2 of us, me and Ara here, we fled.
I'm sorry. Was there?
What about? Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. I was just going to say, was there another? Besides the men in the red tights.
Yeah, we saw 8 sets of footprints. Was there another one?
The others would probably be our captain, of course, captain of the Ciela, Tosley. He's fine. He's a Rito, parrot looking Rito. We've done multiple job trips with him. We are part of his crew basically. But I think he's been sick or something lately. But he kind of went with them and everything, and we were kind of lost, like, leader, what are you doing? And Other than that, there was a new researcher, not researcher, she was like the navigator for hire, because we don't have a steady navigator on this, and they needed, the researchers requested somebody really good, because whatever they were tracking, they didn't know specifically where it was, and I don't know too much about it.
Where is she?
The Zora?
Did she go with? Yes, did she go with them?
Yeah, they took her with them. I mean, last we saw.
Do you know where they were? Do you know where they were going?
They were going to that thing, whatever's causing the disturbance.
So you don't know anything about the research that they've been working on. You said they found it, but that's all you know?
Well, I don't know. Ara, do you know anything? And Ara kind of thinks about it for a little bit and has like this puzzled look on her face, and then after a moment she says, there was one thing that I really I didn't understand what they were talking about. I overheard them at one point, and they were looking for parts for something, and I don't understand how anything under the sea, under the Necluda Sea, could have parts, you know? Like, unless they were looking for something stationary, like a wreck of some kind, but this thing was moving. It just, I haven't been able to piece that part together.
So, I'm just thinking.
It's like, do we want to tell them?
No.
Yeah, can we tell, like, if they're, I mean, we know that they seem, yeah, do they seem like they're telling the truth?
Give me an insight check.
Trying to find parts of a divine beast.
21.
I'm thinking it might just be like scavenging, like they think it's a ship or something, but they might be looking for something specific with the divine beast. I don't know.
With 21, they're doing their best to help you guys out. They're trying to recount. It seems that there's hesitation only in like trauma, painful memories, more than like the willingness to the intent to withhold specific information.
Oh, if they're taking things from those horse statues at the...
Right, that was what I
Yeah.
thought. Is that they might be reusing components, specifically giant ancient cores, which are basically nuclear batteries.
Right. But doing so, like scavenging the divine beast for those, you mean?
No.
They're scavenging those for the divine beast.
Right. They're bringing nuclear warheads to the death machine, and they're an evil organization.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Now I know that you two didn't see them physically leave when they, had turned on you. How were they able to escape the island? Because this seems like, with the island and its curse, you can't just leave.
Ara says, I don't know what to tell you, honestly. I don't have anything that is mine. I used to have this locket that was my grandmother's, and that's even gone, and we've had nothing except the clothes on our backs, and we've been trying our best to just find whatever we can. And she, you see now she has this like long pointed stick that has one red porgy on it, just dead, and it's kind of sad. And that's like all that they have.
Well, have either one of you two been exploring up the mountain at all? I saw something up the mountain that might be some sort of a key, or it looked like a passageway or something.
Joja says, we've really tried to just stay in like a smaller area, kind of not venture out too far. We don't really know what's out here.
How big is this island? This is entirely unrelated, but how big is the island?
Are you asking me, or are you asking?
Yes.
I don't know how to provide the scale of this island.
Give us a landmass estimate, Jenna.
Like, how big across is it?
From top to bottom, it's probably about like, let's see, that's like that. Probably about 500-600 feet long, and then at the widest point across, well, like 500 also.
Okay. Can I detect portal? To see if there's like any other way off. Or like any other way to get here.
What's the radius on that?
It's a mile.
Oh.
It's a planar portal within a mile of me.
Only planar, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the closest planar portal within a mile of you.
Okay,
Let's go.
Come on.
I'm trying to think.
Tell me there's a portal to the water dimension, like 3/4 of a mile in the opposite direction of the whirlpool or something like that. Like just like randomly. There's a fire dimension portal somewhere.
At least the boundary map for the game. Like that.
Yeah, there's a big invisible wall.
It's got to be some sort of portal into the fourth wall.
Unfortunately, with the parameters I have there, you do not detect any kind of interplanar portal in this mile.
Well, at least we know that we're not on
idea.
a separate plane now. Like,
Yeah.
like this island isn't its own demi-plane.
No, and I would say too, when you guys were over by the ship, you could far off on like the horizon see Lorland City.
Mm.
It is that direction. It is like let me draw the direction to Lorland. It's like that way. Maybe a little more down, but like it's like that. Yes. So, unfortunately, here you do not. I'm so upset, but there is not an interplanar portal here.
Can you do that at will, Natara?
Not, I guess. Can I like try again? And
I would say
I can only do it once. Because I can only do it, like, I know that I can only do it once until I take another short or long rest. But, like, I don't think that...
Because from Jenna's reaction, it sounds like you need to move a little bit in one direction and then...
That's not why.
It's huge.
No, that's not why. It's yeah. It's just, I think this is the first time you've done it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So she's gonna like try again, and she's not gonna get like anything.
Yeah, nothing happens.
It doesn't seem so.
Would you mind if we share your campsite until we're trying to find one of our missing members still stranded with us?
Oh, please. I mean, we don't have much here, but I'm sure there's plenty of good leaves around also if you guys wanted to kind of make your own beds. Do any of you know how to make a fire? We've had a significant amount of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
We can make fire.
Okay. Do you mind doing that? And, we can cook up the food. I don't think that this is enough for 6 of us.
I mean, we've had enough food for us today. We can scavenge in the morning for ourselves.
Okay, that's good.
I will begin gathering up some fire materials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's relatively easy. There's plenty of materials around. It's the actually starting the fire part that is definitely a challenge. So, You take a moment to gather things up, and then can you please go ahead and make a survival check for me? Not easy,
Bet.
but
That's an 8.
8. You're trying. Can't really get anything going, and it is getting darker.
Maybe my feathers are a little bit damp or something from scavenging. Maybe my friend Tequila will do better.
Me, I've been like this whole time sitting like crisscross applesauce, trying to like MacGyver like vines and rocks around my club in anticipation of a long rest. Surely Natara has the most outlanding experience of all of us.
I mean, yeah, I'll try.
And I'll
18.
bump that by 5 as well.
Absolutely, with almost no effort, Natara, you're able to almost immediately get smoke coming off of it, and sure enough, you blow on it a couple times and get the flame a little bit bigger, and with the help of the materials Lydian had grabbed and everything, you guys can get a decent fire going. And that is at that point the sun has pretty much set. It is like that nice twilight hour where you can still see things just because your eyes are adjusting to the general decline in visibility. But other than that, is there anything you guys want to do? Oh, go ahead.
Am I lucky enough that I can notice a light coming from a clearing from a tree?
Give me a perception check.
Four!
Jesus.
I'm Jay chilling up here. Okay, you good.
Honestly,
Chilling.
you've already closed your eyes at this point. It's kind of a good spot you found here.
It is.
And you wouldn't know that they had just gotten a fire going anyway to open them, so you just kind of hang out here.
Snoozing.
Get snoozing.
Snoozing!
Yeah, are you doing anything, Lorhan, before you go to bed? Like, before you fall asleep? Thinking about anything? Planning anything?
I think this is giving me flashbacks to living on the Great Plateau. Because I was just living in a cave on the Great Plateau for a while.
100%.
But it's obviously very different. Right? Both in, sort of land that we're on, and also, a lot has happened to me since then.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with that, you do drift off, surrounded by all sorts of sounds coming from the wilderness around you, as well as you're not far from the shore either, so you do hear the crashing of waves, though relatively tame. The rest of you, back at this main campsite, doing anything else, asking anything else to the 2 survivors that have somehow managed to escape the evident Yiga clan clutches that they had on the ship?
Her is trying to figure out whether she should tell them just everything or not.
I personally don't have any other questions. I'm fit to just take a walk.
Same, and Ari's dead
We
tired.
should, depending on how well we scavenge tomorrow, we might have to convince this woman to give her spear to Anari.
Yeah.
I will offer that I will improve her spear no matter what.
The
if she
woman's?
wishes. Yes.
How would you even go about doing that?
Tortuously, without a proper set of tools and workshop. But I believe I can work something out.
Yeah, I mean, sure, as long as you promise to give it back, because we do need it.
Sure.
Okay. go for it then. Meanwhile, Joja, the older Zora man, he's been trying to play with LG, but LG just does not have a lot of interest. And he's like, "Oh, come on, Lolu."
I'm not rising to this bait. I'm not rising to this bait.
Aw, you're such a good little whatever you are.
Excuse me. What does Lolu mean?
Oh, Lolu's my daughter's name.
That's
So
kind of weird.
I named her after
So
my
you
daughter.
named a robot that you found after your own daughter?
This is a Wilson moment right here, but even worse.
I mean, I haven't seen her in a while, so I just thought it'd be nice.
This
to
is
talk.
not a surrogate daughter. You still like
I
she's
thought it
still
looked-
alive.
I thought that the little thing looked kind of nice, and I was like, "Oh,
Lydian.
it's sweet. It's like my daughter."
I'm really trying to not have Inari go.
I
and
don't
just
understand parenthood.
That one was stranded with us. I'm glad that he found you and was able to at least provide some assistance.
I mean, hasn't done much of anything, but provide us company.
Sounds exactly like the support we've received so far.
Yeah.
An indignified whir comes from LG, like almost to say, "What are you
Actually-
talking about?"
Do I have like one of the garbage sticks that we picked up when we were trying to scavenge or whatever?
Yeah, there's plenty
I'm
of those
gonna-
around.
Sort of plant one end of the ground and hold the top and say, "Can you strike this, LG? I want to see if he still has his weapons and tools."
Yeah.
Like his little guardian arms.
LG kind of like opens up their body and goes to produce the arm, and the blade appears and slices it in half.
That's
Figures.
pretty good. We could just hold up LG to the enemies.
All right. That was a result I did not expect.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know,
I
you
guess-
guys didn't lose your arms.
That is true.
Fair.
The next step is that I should get cybernetic implants for everyone, I think.
I think the only other thing I'm gonna I want to ask them how many days ago they arrived on the island.
It's been like, this is our third night, so kind of recent, I guess.
And did you split off from the other group immediately, like within
Pretty
that
much.
first day, right?
Pretty much. I mean, there was a couple hours of deciding what is happening, what to do, before they left, and what had happened was, me and Ara were like, "Oh, you know, we have to use the bathroom. We don't want to be here." And eventually, we were annoying enough that we were able to leave, and we were escorted, but we kind of wriggled our way out of it, and we've been here ever since. The others, the Zora girl, Avila, she tried to also join us because we were trying to devise this plan, but for some reason, the main guy, the one that was bigger than the others, he wouldn't let her go.
It's
Alright.
Avala. She's my sister.
Shipmates with this
And-
guy, and didn't even learn her name.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to track her down, trying to find her, because yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear
So they're using her to get to whatever was the cause of.
They need her for something. Surely they wouldn't need her to get down to that thing. You just ride the rapids down. They suspect they need some, well, No offense, Joja, but they didn't want you specifically. So they don't need just Azora. They need specifically Avala.
We did
Somebody to navigate.
Navigate
escape. I
down
a
don't know
whirlpool?
what the-
I don't know.
How were you able to fend them off?
We just ran. I mean, there was also, I don't know if you guys no, I guess that wouldn't have happened. I can't make that up. But we just got away, honestly. There's nothing to it. We were just trying to survive and just ran, and they didn't care about us enough to figure. I guess they might have figured we would just die out here, so didn't matter.
I see.
Hmm.
We're still alive.
Well, I would love to sing us a campfire song, but I don't have my lute, so I will be taking second watch, and I will fall asleep.
The campfire song.
Acapella.
Dawn watch. Dawn watch. Dawn watch. Dawn watch.
Dawn watch
I'll take first watch.
first.
Right. And I'll take third.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Everybody kind of settles in for the night here, and Inari, you stay up. Or I can keep watch.
So it's a perception roll.
Yes. And what are you doing? Not that you have many objects with you.
Yeah, all right. I mean, her perception roll's a 14, so not as bad as it normally is. I think she's trying to seriously pay attention this time at her surroundings, but I think her mind is very preoccupied. She doesn't have her armor, she doesn't have her weapons, and she has lost the cultural artifact that connects her to her people. So, I mean, one, she's very worried for Natara and her sister, but also she's essentially lost everything that makes her her. And so I think she feels very, like, figuratively naked, which is such a weird way to describe this. But, and so I think that whole night during her whole watch, she's probably just very, like, low. Like, this isn't the vacation she had in mind, so...
I love that ever since we got to, like, near Lurlin and got into Lurlin, it's all been, like, tied back to Inari's, like, potential vacation that she could have had instead of going to the Great Plateau.
I had to do it. I had to.
It's awesome.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll maybe, like, sharpen the stick a little. I don't know. When she does that. That's it for her.
Yeah. And it passes
so-
by. You go and wake up Lydian for his lunch. Lydian, perception, and what are you doing?
I think I would, besides listening for the sounds of what other creatures might be around here, I think I will just try to think back in my head the places that I've been and the places, like, what I know about the island and from what I surveyed on the mountaintop, to draw, like, a rough map in the dirt so we have, like, a general sense of bearing.
Yeah.
I got a 17 perception.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say, not that, I don't think we've rolled enough survival checks today. Go ahead and give me a survival check for accuracy
Hey.
in drawing this, version
I
to
rolled
identify.
13.
13?
We need a Lydian's map version of Eventide Island.
It's a Lydian's map version of Eventide Island. And, you feel like now that you thinking about your map and how you don't have it anymore either, you think that this was a good practice for when you have to actually go and draw this island on your map. It'll be very good
You're gonna be
once
so
you...
impressed with this triangle.
Yeah. But nothing really comes and bothers you. Your watch comes to a conclusion. as you, by the firelight, finish putting the finer details on your map and finish it off with a big circle south of the island. Go and
I will wake up Natara.
Yeah, go and wake up Natara. Natara, perception check, please. And what are you doing during this watch? So close to your sister, but just out of reach.
I got a 19 on my perception check.
Very
and
nice.
Yeah, just it's probably taking like everything in her to not just like go toward the whirlpool. I think, yeah, she's thinking about everything that they told her about what happened. She's, I guess, trying to like come up with a plan for tomorrow, because I don't know. Obviously, we need to find Lord Hannon, and it would be ideal if we could figure out how to get our stuff back before, going to fight Yiga and a divine beast. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's trying to like figure out how long she can justify like not just going after her sister. Like how much it's worth like just going now or like having a plan. But to some extent she realizes that she shouldn't go without like just anything.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not gonna go well either, so yeah, trying to just figure out what to do.
Definitely. And as your watch passes, you are another 2 hours closer to the morning where you could, figure out how to get everything back so you can get to your sister sooner. But uneventful, you go to wake up Aquila. And with that, Dawn Watch. Perception check, please. And what are you doing?
It's a 15 on perception check.
Very nice.
Aquila is utter focus right now. We are close to accomplishing not only our main goal of going to one of the divine beasts, but we are also close to saving another one of our party's family members, which has been a recurring goal of all of us. And just thinking back to that original encounter at the horse festival and wanting to pay back that favor to her friends. But she cannot shake the morbid curiosity of being extremely interested in the thing at the bottom of the whirlpool.
Yeah. Yep, and as you reflect on all of that, LG brings a little stick over to you. As they wait for
It's like a peace offering.
as they wait for everybody to be done with this annoying sleeping thing that everybody seems to do. They bring over a little stick and look at you expectantly.
She's just a cat, man. She just doesn't sleep normally. She's like, why are people not up when I'm up? Yeah, I'll take the stick and like not looking, like throwing and then like picking it up and throwing and using my other hand to continue my infusion process.
This is so cute.
100%. LG every time with full energy, and excitement, and just
Yeah, I hope the hydraulics aren't waking anyone up as you hear like clinking.
The ground is pretty soft. It is a pretty sandy area. Like the dirt is very mixed with sand, and LG emphatically is going back and forth, almost trying to be like, hey, I was worried about you. Like, I'm glad you're here now. And eventually, LG comes to like rest and stop just to give you the time to focus as the dawn watch comes to an end and the sun begins to rise, and you guys are really far east. If you were on the well, I guess I could say, the sun begins to rise, and Lorhannon, you being right by the shore, you wake up to the sunlight and have a magnificent view of it rising over the ocean. It is absolutely breathtaking. But the morning light awakens all of you. You gain the benefits of a long rest. And the day, I would say it's yours, but it's honestly at the mercy of the island. What would you like to do?
Guys, we're in business. My club is radiant now, and I've made their spear returning. Any infused item I have, I can use it as a spellcasting focus, so I have all my spells back.
Yo.
Whoa! What a twist!
I also can use Skyrite, so if we want to get our lonely hermit to join us, well, we can.
Hey, dumbass!
All right, we won't be that mean.
Well, Hayden's like, I wonder who that dumbass server.
God, somebody's being a dumbass on this island.
I literally went to the top of the mountain. It's your
Right.
fault.
Like he did all the right things.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's in like a fucking ghillie suit out there, like jungle man. Like,
let's take a break there, and then when we come back, we'll pick up with this next day on Eventide Island.
sounds good.
Sorry, guys. We were taking 7 years because we were reheating our dinners. We made Guinness stew yesterday, and it's literally amazing.
What's that?
Ooh.
It's the only Irish cuisine that exists.
Yeah, he just put like beer. He put alcohol and beef into one pot and just cooked it. He went Irish mode yesterday, so.
It's literally Guinness and potatoes in a stew. It's like, I don't
And
know,
then
guys.
I had alcohol for the first time in 6 months, and it did not make my tummy hurt. So big move for Sarah Johns. I might be able to drink at parties soon.
We're so back, Sarah Bros.
Oh, I should turn my camera on. Everyone else eating dinner? Or are we like?
Yeah.
Not us.
We're not eating dinner.
Yeah, you guys are like behind. Yeah.
Jenna
I got
just
some-
put together
If we
a
were
freezer
in the same time zone as you, we would. Like,
We got pasta ready to fucking go.
No, I made like a appetizer almost. For
Ooh.
us.
For you?
All right, guys, we got to speed run this. Vala's in dire danger. We gotta
yeah.
put on your Breath of the Wild puzzle solving hats. Let's get these orbs.
We are killing the Hinox right now. First things first.
First things first, we have to find you.
Well, first things first, you have to find you.
Especially since you know where the Hinox probably is.
It has been 2 hours and we have still not gotten more handed back. Like,
The fastest way we can find Lorhannon is if we hear a Hinox ripping up trees to use as a club to beat Lorhannon to death.
With that, new day. Are you guys eating right now? What's your plan?
Yeah, we need
wanna
forage.
We want to forage. Yeah, let's
Let's take
Let's
some foraging
forage.
time.
Do any of you have a weapon that deals slashing damage?
Oh,
No.
Philly.
I hate it here.
Oh,
We
have
that's
a
for
rock.
gathering. That's
We
for
have a sharp
gathering.
rock.
You
That's
guys are
for
just
gathering.
foraging. You guys are just foraging. You guys are able to forage.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me survival checks.
Can I?
I
Hey.
also forage.
Yes, you can.
I'm not going to forage. I'm going to look for another weapon.
Oh wait, fuck! I forgot that the weapon was an option. Well, it's too late anyway. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So what is everybody doing?
Like,
I'm looking for food.
ideally, I'd have I already said food, so I'm not gonna backtrack and be like, oh no, she's looking for a weapon because my roll is shit anyway. So
I might look for a weapon because I don't really have any. I've got my sharp rock, but I also don't have any like damage dealing spells at all.
And your
Yeah.
sharp
So-
rock, to be clear, it's really more of something that can help you whittle rather than
Yeah.
like a dagger. It's not really like a piercing kind of thing.
So
I'm
I
going to
think I'm-
cast Enhance Ability on Notara, and I'm going to give her
Ooh.
Owl's Wisdom.
So that means you will have advantage on this survival check to locate a weapon. And Aquila,
On
you
all
may-
Wisdom checks for 1 hour.
Yes,
ooh.
as well. Yes, but
Cool.
Aquila, you are also looking for weapons.
Oh, maybe we might want to track
Oh, yeah.
your
Yeah,
hand
survival
while
check
we're at
also.
it. Okay. 18.
It's actually a 23, Notara. Please.
Okay.
Tequila is back in business, baby.
I am getting
Yeah.
everyone else weapons. I am not going to be the only person with a weapon in this fucking party.
All right, 23.
Natara, what kind of weapon are you looking for? Are you looking for more like a spear, more like a bludgeoning kind of weapon?
We'll say bludgeoning. Bonk.
You, similar to Aquila, you also find a club. With her help, I would say, from like all of the assistance she's given you with these roles here. Yeah, you are able to find exactly the same type of thing that she was able to find, and you have a simple club. What are the other roles? Aquila, what is your role for weapon finding?
That is a 19, which I will bump to a 24.
You are also able to find another weapon. What kind are you looking for?
It's just it's like the 3 mundane types of damage are the options.
Not slashing. There's not really anything that would deal
So, yeah.
slashing that you can find. It's more like, do you want something more piercing or more bludgeoning?
Piercing, then.
Okay. You find a very like sturdy, hardy stick. On the longer side. That would make a good. I guess also too, if you wanted to, you could try and find something that could act as a shield. That is the other option.
Nah.
Okay.
Weapons.
Something that is the equivalent of a spear. Pretty much. Hang on. Let me double check just to make sure what everything is here. As far as the weapons go. I would say, so yeah, there's, you can find a spear. The clubs that the two of you found, they're more like a quarterstaff, we will say. That way it's the better, the equal damage, you know, to the spear.
Okay.
But you do find a hardy stick that would make a good spear, and that is as far as the weapons go. People foraging. What did all you roll?
I got an 8.
8?
I got a 15.
15.
I got a nat 1.
Okay, you definitely don't find any food. However,
I also don't find anyone in the party. Ooh, wait.
Inari, unfortunately, you are having a bit of trouble locating anything that would be viable as far as food goes. Maybe come across some things that could act as decent seasoning, but nothing substantial. Lydian, you are able to find food. Please roll a d6. Add your wisdom modifier. That is the amount of food you find as foraged food.
Okay. Wisdom mod.
Big money.
Okay.
Let's
5
go. That's the perfect amount. Well, for us, yeah. Because they already ate.
Sharing now.
You find 5 pounds of food and 5 gallons of water as you find a little, like a spring kind of, over in this part of the woods that you are in.
Perfect. I will dole out the 4 of the pounds of water and 4 of the, or I guess 3.5 gallons of water to my friends that are immediately here.
Everybody needs to drink 1 gallon a day to consider.
Except for
No,
I'm
Inari
like
has
half.
Oh,
has
yeah,
like
half.
a weird thing,
my,
right?
my, my
That's why it's
special
3.5.
Do I need to drink
abilities.
water, or is my thing submerging myself? Is that the equivalent for me?
Submerge you. I mean, you do need to still drink water. You still need to drink fresh water.
Okay.
But you do also need to submerge yourself, which you're on an island, so not the hardest thing.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that part. I was just saying that if I didn't need to drink water as
you'll
well.
probably be fine
Okay.
today. You probably don't need to look for it right now or anything. You'll probably be fine later today.
Okay. So while I have my enhanced wisdom abilities, can I kind of go out and look around to see if I can find any trace of Lord Hannon anywhere?
Go ahead and give me another survival check with advantage, please.
It's a 25.
Fuck yeah.
With a 25, you know where you've been on this island so far, and kind of referencing Lydian's map can kind of tell where you've been. So you decide to just kind of go off in an area that you haven't been yet, you haven't really explored, but you think, hey, this might be a potential place that Lord Hannon could be. 100% correct. You find Lord Hannon, searching through, bushes and stuff, trying to find food, and coming up with nothing.
Okay.
Two of you have been reunited.
Hey, we got food back there if you want some.
Perk up. Excellent. There's a giant on the mountain. We must kill it.
Okay, let's get you something to eat first.
He lost his mind.
He's back, baby.
Hey.
not, I'm happy to see you. Where are the others? There's a giant on the mountain. We must kill it.
So true, man.
Oh, I love Lorraine.
Okay, let's get you something to eat, and you can tell us about it while we're there. Also, there are 2 other people from the ship who are not Yiga, but my sister is not one of them. Also, my sister's ship crashed onto this island too. And let's go. Like, start walking away.
Lorhannon has certainly
I've been
seen
so
more of
dumping
the
Lorhannon.
island than any of you, but he did not know any of
He's
that
not.
information.
Exactly.
He has
Exactly.
not seen the ship.
Is the definition of doing side quests and ignoring the main plot entirely.
So I tell them all about, I climbed to the peak of the mountain, and there I saw a pedestal. As I descended the mountain, I came across a clearing with large footprints, that of a giant. We must slay this giant.
He's
I traveled to the
starved
north
for
of
human
the
contact.
island and came across a camp of monsters.
Oh.
Too powerful to take them. Too powerful for me to fight on my own.
You're in your buddy the elf era.
All right, Gulliver, calm down there. Let's.
My buddy the elf era.
And ours, were there Boblikins at that camp?
There were sort of a tree fort.
Oh, I saw those. I saw those too. I think we should kill them as well.
Perhaps.
They
A
might have
minor
good
threat.
stuff. Yeah, we should take care of the giant first. That's probably more important.
Does the spear I just found look like the spear that I enhanced last night?
Yeah, it's very
Like
similar.
almost suspiciously similar.
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna give the enhanced spear to Inari.
Oh yeah.
Give me a deception check when you go to return
I love
Ara's
trickery.
spear.
Ooh, guys, I'm not that good at deception.
I'll give you bardic inspiration.
Oh shit!
Okay, alright.
Nice.
Oh my
You're
god.
probably fine, but
That's a 20.
20.
I set a really low DC. That is awesome.
So this is a +1 spear.
It's a returning spear. It's what you had before. The Gerudo cavalry is back.
Hey.
Dude, the boys are back in town now.
And my weapon is the equivalent of a quarterstaff,
Correct.
you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
So it is
Everyone's just
versatile.
back in the saddle right now.
This is like we're at our best, man. This is incredible.
I already had a quarterstaff.
Brandon's finding enemies in the night. We all have our original weapons. We're all in our zone right now.
I'd never left my zone.
I will lead you to the giant's home.
Have you eaten yet?
Oh yeah,
No,
I'm
I haven't.
gonna give Lorhan some food.
Where's the food?
Give him some water too. I think he's dehydrated.
I'm gonna give him
Wait. Do we
1.5
look for
gallons
bananas
of
for
water.
him?
Oh,
I don't think
shit.
No, I don't have any.
bananas.
There are no bananas.
No, but the
Okay.
first time isn't exhaustion yet.
25 bananas.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, then we need to find our stuff today, or we're gonna start getting into a
We-
cycle of suck.
We find our stuff.
Okay.
We find our stuff. Go raid the ship because presumably we'll have returned their stuff as well, potentially.
So true. We need to do
Okay.
some good old fashioned looting.
Okay.
And
Once-
then we go after them.
Once Lorhannon comes to, I'm going to ask him, like, as he's wolfing down food, explain, like, why must we kill this giant?
All right, it's been like 24 hours since the 80s, not like delusional from that.
Well, he came in spewing like, we have to kill the giant on the mountain.
I mean, it's Lorhannon. Any large creature we encounter,
Well,
he
yeah.
wants to kill.
I
Which,
I
like,
know,
is
but
usually
he's never been
correct.
this feral
He
before.
probably thinks it's Bogey.
He could be Bogey's cousin. Bogey,
I agree.
yeah, I
though,
heard a
that-
tall tale. Bogey was a 60-foot tall man. He had boulders for shoulders.
I do agree, though. If it's one of those giants we fought before, remember they had weapons strung around their necks. Maybe this one
Facts.
could have the same sort of situation.
Akila, you are a fax machine.
We are going to
Don't know what that
loot
is.
everything.
Yes.
At the very least, on a place like this, you know, it's a dog eat dog kind of world out here. You know, you gotta kill them before they kill you.
Right. It's 24 hours, and Lord Hannon has snapped to Lord of the Flies.
Great.
Like,
I
if
still
there's
have
like a
most
fucking
of my.
brownout at your house, are you eating Katie or something? Like, what's going on here?
I still have most of my civilities about me. So let's go ahead and just track this giant. Maybe it'll lead us towards I don't know, something.
At the very least, we can fight the bokoblins first as like an appetizer. Take their shit, and then go fight the other thing.
Or just like lure the giant to like make them fight each other.
I don't know.
Would they fight each other?
I don't know. That was like a
They're friends.
half-baked idea. It's I've been on a deserted island.
We know that
guy.
the Hinox was like mouse made, so they probably will not fight each other.
Well, the Boblikins aren't alone either, right? Like you mentioned that they had company.
Yes, that was Alphos with them as well.
All right,
Natara's like
giant or Lozalfos? What do we want to fight?
I think we go giant.
Yeah, I don't like the list. I don't. I
think
still
we
can't say
have enough
that.
tricks with all of your spells, Aquila. We have enough tricks up our sleeve that I think we can kind of just. We don't have to kill it, but we can at least like find, loot some of those weapons that it's carrying, and then we'll be better suited.
I'm still not at my full capacity. I can't make any turrets, but yes, I do have my spell casting.
So do I, mostly.
And so, leaving Joja and Ara behind, you guys make your way north with oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Laser beam.
Laser beam coming out of its fucking chest.
Lorana's like, silence, survivors.
We must defeat the giant on the mountain.
Lorannon's like a guardian now.
Yeah. He comes out of his chest. As soon as when Natara was coming back with Lorhan and we started hearing the Guardian music, just like
the decrepit Guardian music, though.
I just taking a drink when you said that.
All right, guys, game faces. We're gonna be serious and fight this Hinox now.
All right, so you all and LG, I will put us on a little map here. For no
Oh
particular
God!
reason.
Oh, there's rocks.
Be careful.
Like a
There's
little
rocks.
cave.
Oh, wait!
I think Lorhannon's here.
Don't put that music on. There is not.
Wait!
No, there's no Guardian. That was a jet.
So coming around the bend, Lorhannon, you lead everybody to the same point you kind of were, where you saw this clearing, where it kind of descends back into the mountain and everything, and you guys don't see anything, but you do see, Lorhannon does point out the footprints that he saw. They are quite large, multiple feet wide, or long, I guess.
Isn't it only 1 foot long?
Wait. You should like give him disadvantage for the rest of his life.
No, I don't know. That's a bit harsh. In like future campaigns, like, god damn, I only didn't make that joke.
You made that one pun. You're done.
It was not worth it.
Do we hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
I'm going to also make a perception check.
Sure.
With
Natara would be-
advantage?
Oh,
With
I
advantage?
didn't mean to. Oh, I guess it is with advantage. It doesn't matter.
Has it been an
anyway.
hour?
I think it has been an hour because she did
Ah.
get
Okay.
Lorhannon.
Well,
come
22
back,
was
and
my
then you guys
first
went
roll
all the way up
anyway.
here, so it has been just an hour, I'd say.
Oh,
It's
Natara,
still
you and me.
22.
Just
Yeah.
like
So
There's 2 22s and a 19.
Holy
yeah,
shit!
we are We are perceptive.
Fuck.
Our senses have been sharpened from one day on the island.
I really took Lorannon's speech to heart.
Natara's just in her element. Really.
All of you that rolled these really nice perception checks hear some kind of noise echoing from what appears to be a decently hidden cave that you're all able to see with your high perception checks. Kind of sounds like some kind of deep breath, some kind of moan. Perhaps the sound that comes about when someone is snoozing.
Perhaps.
But someone of massive proportion.
Huge snooze.
Quite
Okay,
literally huge snooze.
So I think we can ascertain that this is the giant. Can I gang, do you think that I'll be able to walk over there without alerting him, or should I cast invisibility on myself to give me some, stealth advantage?
I mean, he's asleep.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
How
trip over
perceptive can he
anything.
be?
Not being quiet, right?
I will sneak over to the mouth of the cave to try to get a better look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm only saying you shouldn't cast invisibility mostly because this is our first course of the day. Like, we have other meals prepared.
You head over here. Go ahead and give me a new perception check now that you are over here.
16.
Nice.
Nice. The cave is dark. So wait, what was it specifically that you were looking for here?
Just to look for the giant. Anything on him?
Yeah. So, the echoes get louder as you get closer here. A thunderous snore escapes the cave in a very rhythmic way. And it's dark inside the cave, which would make it an ideal place to sleep. But you kind of squint and peer inside with that 16. You do see the large round form of a familiar creature you guys have fought recently, in fact. Reminds you of the Hinoxes you encountered when defending that Zora woman on your way to Lurlin, Barren Woods.
Can I make out if he has anything like around his neck? Any weapons or anything?
I'd say with a 16, it's too dark inside to really tell.
Get Natara over here.
Hmm?
Get Natara over here.
Yeah, I mean, I would usher Natara over.
Sure.
All right, I'll go looking.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna make sure LG stays with me as well.
LG goes to take a step and you put your leg out to stop him
No, I just grab its head and hold it in the air.
The legs flail, let me go.
Let me at him.
Jenna, can I roll my D100?
Yes, you can.
It's not like equipment.
That's true. You certainly can.
Got a 43.
43. Let me see what 43 could be.
It's gonna be passes out trace at will or something like
I don't
that.
know what this one does. I'm gonna just text it to you here. I like our text conversation, Ben. For the past few months, it's just me sending these to you.
East.
I don't know what that one does, so good luck with that.
I think I do know what this does.
Natara, you come over here. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yeah. It's an 8.
Even though it is just Nate, you can see further inside than Lydian could, given your natural ability to see in the dark. You see, though you can't discern the color of it, like I described, whereas Lydian could only see the form of it, and the form was familiar, you can make out more details and see that this is indeed a Hinox, similar to what you guys had fought, though nothing reflective necessarily kind of glimmers from around the neck of the creature. It does seem that there is some kind of sphere, orb, resting atop his body.
I will whisper to Lydian what I see.
Interesting.
Not that it would probably hear me over its snoring, but...
Are you Natara? Aquila
Yes.
probably would never approve of what I'm about to do. But would you be okay if I did something stupid?
How stupid.
I would be able to get back out there, but worst case scenario, this thing just wakes up and we start attacking it.
Fine. And Tara's like, I just want this to be over with. I want to go. Like,
Okay,
as long as it's not ridiculously stupid, like he's gonna get us all killed. Like,
then Jenna, I will. Well, yeah, I'm gonna creep up towards this thing, within 30 feet, and cast Charm Monster on it,
Can you
which
make
doesn't
me
require material component.
I guess if you're doing that, make me a stealth check to get closer to it, please.
And I'm gonna give myself bardic inspiration on this. It's an 18, but you know what? Just in case. That's a 26.
26?
26. Yeah.
You have been listening to the rhythm of the breathing of this creature for a couple minutes now. You entering and moving closer and closer to it, you and your natural talent for rhythm pick up no deviation at all. It has no idea that anyone has entered this cave.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Charm Monster.
So is that a saving throw that he must make?
I believe it is a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's an 8.
That does not beat a 15. And it's
Surprise!
not hostile.
We're not fighting this monster.
It's not hostile towards us, so I'm going to get the fly and flap gently down on top of it.
Mhm.
Land on its stomach, which is rising and falling. And then is it attached whatsoever?
You look down here in the dark. It's tough to make out, but it does seem that this orb that is kind of resting between the titties of the Hinox.
Okay, there's so many other words that you could have said.
Yeah, but it's so hard to find other words. That one was
The
just in
bosom?
my brain.
The chest?
Bosom is better.
Bosom is better than titties from a
I think
You
narrative
land-
standpoint.
You
Chest is-
land on the stomach of this creature, and the natural crevice created from its Hinox titties is where the orb rests, and you can see that the orb is tied to some kind of rope and strung around the neck of this creature.
Can I use my retractable claws to sever it from the rope?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack with it. On the rope.
So it's 1d4 plus my strength mod.
You have to make an attack first.
Oh, so I guess I'll just roll a d20 or something, or I can't it's not like a
Plus-
weapon.
It's plus your strength, I believe, right? Because you're basically making an unarmed strike. You still have to roll a hit at risk of hitting
Yeah.
the Hinox.
So it's a 1d20 -1 then, because my strength mod -1, correct?
Yeah, I believe
It's
so.
not-
There's no. Is there a proficiency attached to an unarmed strike?
Well, it says it's rather than an unarmed strike. It is an unarmed strike actually.
Do you have
never mind.
proficiency with this though? Like, does any?
No, I don't.
Do you
I don't
guys
think
get
so.
proficiency with unarmed strikes?
If you're a monk, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, it would just be d20 -1.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say, at risk again of hitting the Hinox if you do not hit the rope.
Okay, then I will use my last bardic inspiration for the day.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Oh
I'm
boy.
gonna need big money. Yes, 16.
16, 100%. You hit
Bailed
the rope,
out.
Slice
I feel like
with your talon.
I feel like I have my claw like almost like in an incisor around this rope around its neck, and I was like just barely like with its breathing. I was bumped a little bit, but then I collected myself and then made a clean cut
Yes.
and severed it off.
And this is with your talons, correct? Like that is what we.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you kind of balancing there, using your wings to keep you on top here, well balanced. Pick it up with your claw and slice, and the rope is loosed and it is free. I will, however, I wanted to say this before you did that, but this is okay. You landing on it, being on it, though it does regard you as friendly, I would like some kind of check to see if he wakes up. I guess, and I want to contest it. So, can you please give me, we'll say an acrobatics check for kind of like how you're balancing on him, to avoid, being light and as not to be felt. And I'm going to.
I got an 11.
Contest it with. He can't roll, so I will just use his passive perception. And you said you got an 11?
Yeah.
His passive perception is an 11. So he does feel you and does wake up as you kind of like, are slicing and freeing the orb from around his neck.
Mhm.
And opens his eye, is kind of surprised to see you, but being under the effects of Charm Monster, kind of smiles and reaches this big clawed hand,
God.
just kind of like pat you on the head and pet you. Says
That's
something
incredibly unsettling.
says something like, mumbles something in like this monstrous language that you can't comprehend, and just like pats you gently.
How heavy is this ball around its neck?
You go and pick it up.
I'm gonna try to push it or get a general idea for its weight.
Probably feels to be, it's given the size, it's probably pretty heavy. Probably not like heavy, but around maybe like 40 pounds.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it off of this thing, and then see if I can roll it towards the door.
Okay. Kind of a strength thing, kind of an aiming thing. Can you give me an athletics check to actually aim it towards the door? I've never made you guys roll so many checks in one session.
I got another 11.
Oh, jeez.
11. It doesn't go necessarily very far, but it is right on towards the door. Natara, you do see it rolling your way. And as it kind of comes into the light, you can see that it is like a stone sphere that has these cracks of green light that kind of come through it very, very subtly, that just it reflects in the sun more so than emitting its own light, just all around it.
Okay.
And you are also watching as this giant begins to just pet Lydian as if he's a pet bird or something, and scratching.
Has it noticed that Lydian is kind of pushed the orb off of him? Like, has it noticed that it's missing?
It seems it doesn't really care right now.
Okay.
It has a different object it's interested in.
Then I'm gonna try and, like, get the, like, because how much did we say it was?
About 40
Like,
pounds.
40 pounds? Okay, so I should be able to, like, pick it up and, like...
You're also pretty strong,
Right.
so yeah, you're definitely...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just kind of, like, walk backwards.
Give me, just to add on to the rolls here, I would say this is a sleight of hand check because it's you're trying to maneuver it in a way that is subtle rather than you yourself entirely being subtle. So give me a sleight of hand check.
The 20. Not a crit, but...
100%. The Hinox has no idea that its precious little orb has left its cave. And, you know, is very focused on what it might be starting to consider its new pet bird.
It's gonna put Lydian on the necklace around his neck.
So I guess I'm gonna, like, walk back to the group and explain what's happening.
Is Lydian, like,
I don't know how to
trapped?
get Lydian out of there.
I'm not like trapped. I just like I feel like if I start to leave, he'll probably follow me or something.
Yeah,
So,
that's my
that's
concern.
fine,
Is
though?
like
Like,
I feel
is
like so I like kind of want to like usher us out
He's
a little
friendly
bit.
to Lydia.
Yeah, so like we
Oh.
don't.
He's just friendly to me, so
Yeah, so if we
So
move,
like yeah, so I'm gonna like like get us away, right? So it like if / when Lydian comes out, it doesn't see us, realize that we've like see other people who have taken this orb from him. Like try and but like no, I don't want to go too far. So, like I guess we know it's friendly to Lydian, so he's not gonna like start attacking Lydian per se unless Lydian does something to him, hopefully. Yeah.
I guess we can just back off and hide.
Yeah.
Can we like send somebody up the mountain to like try and or like have somebody like run up the mountain and try and like put it in the pedestal?
Lorhan and his Sisyphus, it's destiny. Push the boulder up the mountain.
So it's like there's like a line of defense between whoever's doing that. Like the rest of us will be like between that person and the
I mean,
thing.
the
So like they
mountain's like it's not like right there, right? Like it'd be like a bit of a trek, right?
You guys are right on, like, you're on the face of the mountain here, like at the base
Oh.
on the far side.
Okay.
all right.
I mean,
Um,
I'll
Yeah,
go.
but
Like
you can-
I'll
you can do
just
that.
run up and try and like.
Or we can hide here.
You begin to make your way up. Will take a little bit. You know, you guys are at the bottom and you're carrying a heavy thing and have to go all the way up, but you begin making your way up. Is anybody going with Natara?
I'll tell LG to go with her.
Okay. LG follows you. Kind of runs ahead of you and like chops at the leaves and brush, trying to clear up a nice little path for you as you guys make your way up. It's not a straight shot. You guys do have to kind of like wind up similar to Lorhannon had to do on the other
I
side.
can pass through non-magical plants without taking damage, and walking through difficult terrain doesn't cost me extra movement if that like speeds things up at all. That's the only reason why I'm saying that.
I mean, I'd say then you're not like necessarily slowed by carrying it or anything, but you still have, it is a distance, just given that you can't act like realistically go straight up, like on a straight line.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you are moving at a decently fast pace then to do this, we will say.
Cool.
Lydian, are you doing anything as this Hinox kind of like, almost like coddles you a little bit, like just like pets you?
I am going to like fly up into the back of the cave, like basically out of arm's reach of him, and see if he chases me or gets up to follow me or something.
Okay. As you try to like leave the stomach of the Hinox that's now kind of like sitting up a bit. It is going to try to grapple you to keep you there. So please make an acrobatics or athletics check to contest being grappled.
I don't know. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer.
Is that an attack technically?
It is attack.
I mean, he's trying to hold.
You were the DM.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you. I feel like this is a case of like he just doesn't know his own strength, and he like
It's a
feels like he's.
special melee attack.
That sounds like it has the word attack in it.
It does
Sounds like
sound
it's
like it does
attack.
have attack in the word. Yeah. It's okay though, Lydian. You have advantage on any ability check to interact socially with them. So if you speak Hinox, you can just tell him, "Please, I do not consent."
I think I picked up Hinox in high school.
I mean, it's friendly to you. It doesn't say it can't attack you. Like, it can't make like an attack necessarily.
But
I'm gonna write down that quote.
Condition? It's under the
friendly
charm
to you.
condition,
You can't
right?
attack.
Yeah, it's the charm
It's a
condition
charm
that says you can't
condition?
attack. Yeah.
I'm so upset right
Yeah.
now, guys.
Listen,
Dude,
man.
Just because I might have stolen your orb from your Hinox and we don't get to play the fun music does not mean it's the end of the world.
Charmer, target the charmer with harmful. Yeah. So it literally cannot do that. So you fly up to go to the back of the cave and it like goes to like grab you and then like can't. Like you're able to just fly away because it's moving too slow. It doesn't want to hurt you. It's being gentle and it can't actually grab you.
Does it like roll over to one side to like get a better look at me or anything?
He's sitting up, like at this, he had sat up at this point, like, because you are on, like, his gut, basically, he's just, like, petting you, kind of like a cat on a lap, almost, and you go and fly off, and he kind of, like, turns and, like, leans his arm against the ground and, like, turns to face you, just watching what you're doing, I guess.
Is there anything on the ground around me?
Make a perception check.
We hear like the commotion inside.
Yeah, with
right?
disadvantage too, because it is. You went into the back of the cave, you said, and it is like dark over here.
Can I cast? Yeah, I don't want to cast light anyway. I'll take the disadvantage. I got a 17 on disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, there's rocks. There's also, it looks like something carved into the wall, but it's kind of tough to make out.
Can I cast light on a rock?
Yeah.
And hold it up to it?
Yeah, you cast light on a rock. The Hinox, like, the pupil just kind of, like, shrinks with the bright light that you've created here, but you hold up the rock to the carving. It's kind of weird. There's, like, some kind of text on here, but either it's faded with time or it's something you can't really understand. And there seems to be 3 pictures drawn, kind of like just right with each other. One is it looks like some kind, I guess, how do I even explain what that is? It looks like some kind of hide, but scaled. That's the best way I can put it. And it is kind of like pulled to be shaped like a creature you don't recognize. It's kind of strange. The next one has the remnants of paint on it. It's kind of like a almost like a long semicircle. Like, let me just draw it on the thing for you guys so you can see what I'm kind of talking about. Oh, that did not look like what I wanted at all. Hang on. Kind of like this. Angled in that same way. And it kind of has, like, traces of green paint to it, almost, as well as a spherical shape that has a bunch of points to it. A lot of them. Maybe it could be 10, 12 points to it, all the way around.
Can you draw like the first and third one on this map?
First one, let me look at a reference thing.
Trying to understand what I'm looking at.
Yes, I understand. I know that one's kind of tough. This was like, oh, I'll just explain what these are and it'll make sense. And then I was like, how do I even explain what this is?
Like it's some sort of scaled hide, but pulled into a shape of a creature that I don't recognize.
Mm-hmm. So,
Like a taxidermied hide? Or something getting tanned?
so it's, I'd say probably more like something shaped kind of fish-like, but it's kind of like pulled and you can see like some kind of thing to it. I guess that's probably the best way I can put it. It seems as if what it is trying to depict is the hide of a monster of some kind. That is what that one's trying to depict. This one's there, and then the other one, it's quite literally like almost like a star, you could say.
Okay, so it's a star fragment, a Molduga something, and is that a shield or something in the middle?
It's at this angle, and it has like I said, some kind of like greenish to it.
Okay.
Maybe it's
maybe a
it's
dragon scale. Dragon scale. Okay, those are my like real life thoughts. Lydian thoughts are like, what the? Okay, great.
Lydian
Awesome.
thoughts are
Hinox finger painting.
try to remember what this is because this does not
Yeah.
look like it belongs in a cave like this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna track a scale of like the middle one's the scale, the star, and then some sort of a fish skin or something, and then I will throw the rock with light on it to like a corner of the cave, and hopefully he chases it, and then I'll just go the other way.
Okay. Yeah, you throw the rock. The Hinox follows it with its eye. It's kind of shiny and bright, so he gets up and goes over to it, kind of excited. He thinks his little pet bird just gave him a gift of some kind, kind of like a
I
crow exchanging, like, you know, bringing a person a coin for food. And yeah, you're pretty fast if you fly, so you just fly right out.
Cool.
The rest of you, kind of hidden, see Lydian emerge fast.
Is somebody taking the sphere up to the top, or?
Yes, Natara and LG went.
Wonderful. I saw some strange depictions in the cave. It seems weird for a finger painting hobby for a Hinox, so in case it means anything else, it seems like a giant fish skin, some sort of a shield shape that was green, and a star shape.
Does that have any meaning to anyone here?
You'd have to sketch it out for us at camp at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Should we
I'm
go
intrigued.
up to the mountain then with Natara?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Don't want to leave her alone.
I mean, has the Hinox followed?
Not yet. You guys begin to
wait, not yet.
make your way as you guys begin to make your way up the mountain to follow Natara. You do hear like a thunderous step kind of like emerging, though you guys are pretty quick and are able to not quite catch up to her. As Natara reaches the top before you guys do, she's able to travel this a lot faster. Natara, you reach the top with LG, and you have this orb. You go over to seeing the pedestal that both Lydian and Lorhannon had described at some point. You go and drop it in. It's a perfect fit. The reflective green seems to kind of glow for, a moment, and it holds. It holds that glow. Nothing
Is
happens.
anything else happens? Okay. I guess, do I see the rest of them coming up?
Mhm. And
Okay,
sure
then
enough,
I'll
yeah, a moment later, everybody else joins you at the top here. You all see that she has placed the orb in the pedestal, and it glows. None of you have your stuff. None of you feel any different.
Can I examine the glow of it and see if it like highlights anything on the orb?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Guys, Jenna changed the puzzle and now I don't know what to do.
I didn't know what the puzzle was in the first place, so
What?
I don't think
What?
the puzzle's
Yeah.
been changed.
I
I
got a
also don't think
7.
it's changed at all.
I got a 7.
Pretty similar so far.
7.
What?
Huh?
I was gonna ask what color is it all glowing? Like, because the orb kind of had a green glow. Is it all green, glowing green now, or is it?
The cracks that are, they seem like almost intentional, but they also seem kind of organic, so it's tough to tell like whether it's intentional or not.
I'm dumb.
But it glows this like tealish green color, more green than blue. And it seems like, Lydian, with your investigation, like it, like I described, I guess it's holding this glow almost as
Yeah,
if it's not supposed to.
I'm a dummy. I
Not
forgot
done yet.
that there were multiple.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, multiple.
Yeah.
Oh, so we are killing those bobbykins
No,
really
That's
quick.
right.
maybe.
That's right.
We're going right after those bobbykins. Let's
That's
go,
right.
guys.
Well, okay, we're up at the top of the mountain, right?
Yes.
Can I quick do a surveillance now that we know what we're looking for any other thing that could have an orb or a pedestal that's similar to this?
Certainly. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please. And
I
anybody
use-
else, now that you're all
I'll
up
see
here, who is looking out across,
Yes.
certainly can make an attempt to notice stuff.
You know, Anari, very good at noticing things. Let's see.
You better be this time. We're not
I got to reload roll 20, so
doing so hot. Well, Natara got pretty high.
I'm gonna bump Natar.
So what is that then? What are these rolls?
I got a 9.
Okay.
You're bumping mine.
I got a 5.
I got an 8.
Oh no, you guys.
I got 17, but are we bump?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
say you're bumping
plus
mine?
5.
Okay. I got a 22.
22. Akila, are you rolling this or
No.
Okay. You all survey the island. Lydian, you notice how well you were able to capture the shape of the island in your drawing back at the camp last night.
Nice.
But beyond that, I'd say that Inari, Lorhannon, you guys see the Bokoblin camp to the north that you guys were able to see up close a while ago. I will move us back to the... I guess I can close out of the Hinox stat block.
Bye-bye.
It was quite funny for me because I had the Hinox token hidden on like the GM layer on that screen you guys were just on. And so you guys are there the whole time and there's just like this big guy who's just like
I also had the Hinox music queued up, so I can delete that.
But yeah, you guys see the outcropping that the tree forts are kind of to the north. Natara, with a 22, your eye goes to the other island of size that is off the coast to the east. Yes, that is the correct one. And with the morning, it's like mid-morning now. The mid-morning light perfectly illuminating this island. You can see that at the center of it there is a little like pool, kind of, just like of ocean water. But in that pool, there is a grayish shape that seems inorganic and stands out against the natural rock formations of that island, very much resembling the pedestal you guys see up here.
I will point that out.
Get down there then. Or at least try
We need
to.
to find something to put in that.
Yeah.
Possible that those monsters have it.
If one monster had one of them, it stands to reason the other monsters might have one.
Of course. Haven't had a chance to kill anything.
All right,
yet
let's
anyway.
go.
Yeah, let's go. And got this. Haven't had a chance to kill anything yet.
Are you guys going back down the way that you came up?
Why? Why do you ask, Jenna?
We don't want to.
Do we hear the ground shaking behind us?
You
Yeah.
guys are a decent way away at this point. Like, you wouldn't be able to necessarily unless it had known where you guys had gone.
We might have to
feel
do
like
a
we might want
circuitous
to
route.
go around. Yeah.
I don't like the rectangle. I'm just gonna put a circle like I have for everything else.
Ah,
Sorry,
but
to
it's
whoever
rectangular.
Did that? Is that you?
Yeah.
Is it rectangular?
I didn't like
The
it.
pedestals? I thought they're circular.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they're not rectangular. Alright. You guys are going a different way back down, perhaps, being able to survey the area and see where you came from, see where the camp is. Swinging wide to the east, I'd imagine. Sure.
Yeah.
What the purple? No.
What is
That's
going
circle.
on over here?
I don't like it.
That is like eye-bleeding like purple as well.
My map. My map, my circle.
Oh. Helpful red and green circle. That's where the island is, guys. Oh, God.
In case you didn't know
Blot out the
where it
entire
was.
thing on the map. That's not fair. Whatever. No, that's so distracting. I need to delete that.
Okay.
Guys, be serious. We have to kill some Lizalfos.
Guys, be serious. This is D&D.
Guys, oh my god, my campaign's ruined.
Whatever.
Okay.
Let me. I accidentally deleted the red.
It's like already isolated too. We don't need to like locate where it is.
Just for reference.
It's like it's like a 20-foot island. If we could not find it there, there's bigger problems.
So you guys descend back down the mountain, kind of swing wide to the east, and eventually, thanks to the familiarity of this location it's already been scouted, Lorhan, in fact, is able to lead you all right to the tree line here. Anybody is welcome to go ahead and make a perception check to just get an idea of what you're facing here, if you would like.
Alright, I'm gonna do the good old college try. Just because I.
Hell yeah. Rather.
I crit!
She's back, baby. All you had to do is say you can kill these guys, and she's like, I see them now.
I would like to use my ability from the D100 to cast False Life on myself.
Nice.
First level spell without expending a cell slot or material components.
Wow.
Very nice.
That's a good
Oh my
one.
gosh.
I totally forgot what that one did, so that's fun.
Yeah, some HP.
That is
Ooh,
good.
nice.
That is great. I can move you all once again. I just forget that it's shift, not control. But you all now being here, Inari had a nat 20. Did anybody else roll well?
I got a 22.
I got a
Two.
yeah. I got a 14.
Definitely Lydian and Inari, you guys see, I mean, those of you that didn't roll as well. See the two Lizalfos, the two red bokoblins that have been described. However, Lydian and Inari, now that you're looking, it appears that there are also, in addition to all of those, two blue bokoblins at this camp.
All right, I'll pass that info along to the group.
So how many total
There are a total
things
of
are there?
6 enemies here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 Boblikins. I'm gonna stop saying that.
please.
And
Please, God.
Two
Stop.
red bokoblins, 2 blue bokoblins, 2 Lizalfos.
Okay.
And a large shake.
Both. So it was a 20 and a 22, correct?
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah. You guys can also see that there is on the highest of the 3 tiers some kind of little wooden structure that is holding up a very similar looking orb to the orb you all just retrieved from the Hinox.
guys,
Is it
get a load of
similarly
this.
green?
Yes.
Ooh.
Just
Okay,
reflecting in the
so-
sunlight, not emitting its own light right now.
So we definitely want to get to that, like ASAP.
Yeah, that's at the furthest point of the camp.
It is the highest up of the 3.
Lydians fly up
Is it
and
time to turn invisible
Yes.
and go to steal it, or
Yeah,
or do
you
we
know what?
not actually get to do something today? You know.
or at least like push it off, right? Can I? Yeah, I was gonna say, can we move to some sort of a map, not to
Yes.
be preemptive, but like,
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I swear to
This-
God.
For clarity, this is a lower elevation and this is higher elevation.
Yes. The lower elevation area goes to the beach, kind of.
Gotcha.
I know it's not oriented the right way. I screwed that up a little, but
I can also. Sorry.
Where are
Never
we
mind.
on this?
I don't have you on there yet. I'm trying to make a little thing. for
Yeah. I just didn't know if you wanted to give us like a corner or a direction that we're coming from.
You guys are coming from like the bottom left corner, pretty much.
okay.
So the structure
And then-
is like right here. This is the location of the orb. It's about there.
Okay.
That's a pretty good orb.
Do they have weapons?
Yes, it appears that they all have some kind of, I mean, very similar to the weapons you guys have seen these creatures wield in the past. It's like they made it themselves.
Can we see any with Inari's nat 20 and my 22? Can we see any weapons strewn about the place or free?
You do not. It seems that these ones are a bit more conscious of their resources, given their home here. And they all have their own weapons on their persons.
That's fair.
All right. So, pros and cons of me turning invisible and pushing the orb off.
I don't really see any cons.
Well, pushing it off. Though?
Yeah, that might
Yeah.
lead to
When you
like,
when you turn invisible, do things that you're holding also become invisible?
Yes. But I don't know
So
if I
you
can hold that. It's a 40-pound orb.
And fly away, yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
just
You
a
have to
bummer.
walk down.
Jenna, I'm correct in assuming that, right?
But
I would
if
not
you're
be able to-
invisible and you hold it, you can walk
Are
down
able to hold things with your
and-
talons.
Thoughts?
But it's okay. I mean, if I can hold 40 pounds worth of object with my talons, then it would be quote unquote in my inventory and therefore invisible.
That is correct.
Awesome.
Are things invisible if you cast the spell and then touch something?
Who knows? Let me check it.
I don't know that. I don't know that one.
You or a creature you touch becomes invisible. Anything the target is wielding or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. I think that just means like anything they start
currently
wielding
have,
during
yeah.
that time. Even if it's not invisible,
I don't
it's
know.
fine. What are they gonna do?
Shoot at you, probably, because they're
Yeah.
morons with weapons.
Well, yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Our other option is to start
I thought
blasting.
I thought we were getting clarification on the rule.
Oh, was there a different question?
No, just like, does it become invisible when I touch it, or no?
No. I thought that was what we concluded, right? Because the spell says at the start.
Doesn't
I
anything the
What
target?
says anything?
You are a creature. You.
It doesn't necessarily.
have a good idea.
Anything the target is
It
wearing.
says as long as it's on a person.
It's on the target's person.
Oh, it's greater
Doesn't
invisibility.
necessarily
Oh, I didn't
say
realize
it.
it was.
All
I
right,
thought
yes,
it was
greater
my
invisibility.
invisibility,
Yeah,
my
honestly,
shitty
it is greater
invisibility.
invisibility. I will say, like, yeah, if you
But-
touch, if you.
But also, it's a minute for greater invisibility.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like I can, if this map is to scale, I mean, like moving my full movement is 6 seconds, correct?
It's true.
So I should get it back in 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to. Should I cast mirror image on myself in case they start shooting, or no? Because I can do that without a material component as well.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Is that concentration?
Oh yeah. True.
No, it's not.
How long does mirror image last?
Yeah.
I think like a minute. So I think we're fine.
It's up to you. I don't. You know, who
You
knows
wanna
if we'll have
skip-
another encounter today. I don't know if you want to save spells or not.
Yeah.
Up to you.
No, you know what? I'm fine. I have enough spells, and I think we're okay.
It might be more worth it to not do it because Silvery Barbs doesn't.
I can't
Right.
silvery barbs because that
I have
requires
material
control.
component.
Yes.
Whoa.
Really?
Nerfed.
Oh,
Weirdly enough.
Oh man.
Jenna's like, you have been stopped.
It just so happens that every time you guys go into a divine beast, the same exact thing happens where all your stuff's
Whoa.
gone.
Oh,
Oh, no.
No, I would quit the campaign.
We're
I would
back
Yeah,
on
no, that would-
Eventide, baby.
That would be awful. That would so be unfair. I'm not
Okay,
serious.
so given that, and I don't think that they
Really?
would like, I don't think that they would like find any sort of trace of me. So I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility and go fly over to the orb, pick it up with my talons, and then fly back.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage.
Come on, dice. I know you haven't been the kindest to me, and
We're
I
all
haven't
just,
been
like,
the kindest to you.
Standing here doing like the Indiana Jones, like that. The guy who he's with in the opening, who's like, oh.
I got a 16 stealth.
Yeah.
The red bokoblin who is nearby, as you go to do this, does not notice.
Awesome.
Moron alert.
I'm going to carry the orb back to my friends.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it does.
Silvery
Jenna,
Barbs
I'm
does
really
not
sorry.
have
I'm just
does
playing
not have
optimally.
material component.
What is that?
Silvery Barbs does not have material component.
Yeah, because I thought it was like just like a hand motion, and that's it.
It's
Really?
It's verbal.
Oh, okay. Maybe I think I input that spell myself, and I must have misclicked something. So thank you,
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, it's like reaction spells are like really basic with the components because it's like supposed to be quick.
I will edit that, Jenna. Sorry, your life is consistently getting worse.
It's okay. Yeah, you.
All right, scratch 2 encounters for today, guys. Good work.
nice,
They-
nice.
Does the blue?
Well, we
thing-
were chasing Lorhannon up a mountain for half the session, so like,
No, yeah.
There's got to be something that Anari and I can do.
We gotta make up time here.
You
There's
guys
got to
can
be.
still just slaughter these guys if you want to.
no.
Nari just like
Nah.
elbow this Lord Hannah like
Not yet.
Natara's not gonna let you.
Not yet,
Natara's not gonna let you.
yeah, no, Nari wouldn't play that way anyway.
Now the problem is
Save that for the Yiga on the Divine Beast, guys.
we gotta
Oh, yeah.
trek all the way back to the other side of the island,
Oh brother,
and
yeah.
then also like I don't think this is the last one, guys.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
one more.
But we only know
That's
about this
the
one for now.
The real question is, do your items get returned back to your person, and do you have to be on the island still for your items to be returned to your person?
Just like
Right.
like piles of Yiga like shit appears on the shoreline and just like falling down everywhere.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if we restore this, does it also restore theirs to them while they're on the Divine
It's
Beast?
fine. We got it.
It's worth a
Yeah.
shot. It's worth checking. But
I
Anyway, let's-
yeah.
let's
mean-
talk
They,
about
like-
this as we're moving
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys
Right.
begin
I
making
After
your
they
I
get tall.
way.
probably go to the ship to see
Running.
what like they have there before going.
Close all
In
these
case they
stat
have-
blocks.
I
Yeah.
broke two
I
of
mean, my
Jenna's
sister did
encounters.
say that they have a
No,
bunch
it's
of
fine.
crates labeled for fruit.
I made both of those maps each in about like 10 to 15 minutes this morning, so it's fine. Not a
I
big
mean, yeah,
waste.
like the goal of the encounter wasn't beat up these guys. It was get the orb.
Yeah,
Get
get
orb,
on.
get the orb of confusion.
You know, and I just kind of expected that you guys like weren't able to do any spells or anything, so I was like, okay, like this will be a good like resource management challenge and everything, and you know, you had stuff you could still do,
It
so
still
you're good.
is.
Yeah, absolutely, it
It
is.
still is a good.
So like I feel like I'm justified in my planning here. But yeah, you guys, are you going back to the camp or are you going over to the island, off the island?
I think we're going to the island.
The sub island.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Can I
guys-
swim and
Yes.
Carry this thing.
Swim and carry it?
yeah, I guess maybe not swim and carry
Probably
it.
not.
You
That
can-
would
I guess
kinda-
yeah. How do we?
Akila, can you shrink it?
Oh, you
For a
can
mi-
just
for a
fly
minute.
over. What am I
A
saying?
minute. Well,
Lydian
yeah.
can fly over and
Yeah,
carry
we're
it.
you're Lydian, and you did the thing
Okay.
that I do of like I should like spider climb up there, and it's like no, Lydian can just fly.
Okay, I'm going to fly.
we'll
over
dog
the
paddle
island.
across to get over to you.
Yeah, I mean
I'm going
it's
to
not
fly.
deep water necessarily in between. It's not like deep. It's relatively shallow, probably 8 to
I'm
10
still
foot
trying
at
to
the steepest.
think- I'm still trying
Is
to
it
think like
shark infested?
logistically how. Shark infested. I'm trying to think logistically how I'm carrying an orb with my talons, like between my legs or something.
So they act as like gripping things, and these orbs have, like I said, oh my god, why did my light change so much?
They're
I'm
not
like,
perfectly
gosh,
circular
hang on.
or perfectly spherical.
They have like cracks in them that this like
Oh.
reflective green is kind of coming out of as it hits the light. So you are able to. It's not just like a smooth sphere, though it is stone.
It's like
and
basketball
smooth.
sized.
You're
Yeah.
able to like grab onto
okay.
these like ridges almost within it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fly across. Anybody joining him, Natara, you could swim at about the same
Yeah, I'll
speed
swim.
to get over there.
I'll wait here.
Swim under him.
I'll hang out with
Just in
Akila.
case.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm gonna-
I don't know how to swim.
Non-mobility gang over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to Kobe this thing into the, and if it misses, I'll do it again.
If it misses, Natara's picking it up and putting it in there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Do
Go
I
ahead.
successfully
Make an athletics check.
basketball this
Go ahead
shot?
and make an athletics
Okay.
check to Kobe it in, I guess.
Okay.
He's gonna crit, and it's gonna be
An athletics check.
Lydian for
Oh.
3. Car crash noise.
I got a 4.
It goes sploosh into the water next to the pedestal.
I pick it up and put it in there.
Natara, you pick it up and put.
bang,
Oh,
bang.
the assist! The assist!
The alley-oop!
The alley oop!
Then Natara is the James Harden of this
Yeah,
of this
She
squad.
is. She is. That's so true, man.
Why am I? What happened with my light? Like, do you guys see how
I don't
much?
know,
like,
man.
I'm like
It's
a
like
ghost.
dark for no. Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay, I've been in
Do you want me to
shadows.
turn off the light, Jenna?
Yeah, I guess so. If you want to come out here, but I think you should probably hear. No, that's fine. I'll just wait.
Nope.
Oh, I
Nope.
guess he can hear me 'cause he's right here. So. yeah, definitely. Hang on. Oh no, it's getting worse because of my computer screen. Oh, wait, no. Turn boat. There. That, yes, that worked. Yes.
Ooh, it's
That's
thundering
good. That's
here,
good.
I think.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
we have a tornado warning and a
Oh,
thunderstorm
good.
warning. So
Really?
That was
Guys.
just yesterday.
yeah, if it
You guys
cuts
are,
for
like,
us, it's
20
because
minutes
we
from us.
yeah we
Guys,
could
my
be
horse is in
dying.
danger again.
We
That
could
was
be
us
dying on
yesterday.
stream right now, so we'll see
No-
how that goes.
No doxing on stream either.
As Natara places the second orb into the second pedestal, it begins to light up, and it holds that light for a moment and then glows brighter. And those of you on the shore can see, like, that turn to the mountain, can see that there is a bright green light that is glowing from the top of the mountain. And as it glows, all of your belongings materialize on yourselves, on your person, with like a greenish light, and it just kind of like descends and blows away in the wind. And you've all just successfully, without any combat, broken the curse of Eventide Island. As such, you do not level up, but those of you who do not have proficiency with survival gain proficiency with survival, and those of you, which is just Natara, who have proficiency in survival can take proficiency in something else. And of yours that you don't already have
Give her
proficiency.
expertise.
I thought about it,
awesome.
but it's not the equivalent as you
No,
guys.
yeah, I think Katie rolling like with a plus 12 to like 75% of the rolls of this campaign is not a good idea.
That is such a unique reward. Thank you,
I
Jenna.
like that.
That's a cool idea.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, wait, I'm testing this out real quick.
Please be that
22.
one. Oh, let's go. We're so bad.
Guys, in addition, the additional thing you get, like that's kind of like a further mechanics thing, for, you know, breaking this curse, proving that you can survive on this island in the wilderness without any of your tools, weapons, armors, food, everything that you had, without any of it. You guys also, so you've proven that you can survive nature without any of it. So you no longer need to put up with the minor inconveniences that accompany traveling, such as foraging. That's the main thing. You guys, whenever you are in any environment that has a certain, because every environment has different levels, different thresholds of food, like the abundance, basically. When you are in areas that are more abundant, and to a certain extent, as long as it's not barren, you no longer have to forage for food. You can consider yourselves to have eaten each day, as long as there is an abundance, basically, in the area you are. Does that make sense?
So back survival bros.
Basically, unless we're in the desert or like in the Hebrew Mountains or something.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
like
unless you are in an extreme environment that does not have a lot of like abundance is the word for it, like that is lacking. You do not need to forage. You do not need to eat unless you choose to eat a prepared meal, basically.
Guys, guess where we're going next?
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to use this there.
No. We gotta.
Do I need to submerge myself in water? No.
It's alright.
You do. That is a racial thing. I can't do that.
Darn.
You're so good at survival that you
I'm
just
not
sweat
surrounded
very
by just a
profusely.
bubble of water at all times.
But yeah, so
Oh, great.
that
Well,
is the
my
first
gosh.
thing of things that will increase travel for you guys further, as far as like our time goes. You know, you no longer have to spend time like, okay, I'm gonna try and forage, I'm gonna try and do this. You guys are considered okay as long as you are not in like more desperate environments.
Cool. Now we can just look
Nice.
for recipe food.
Yes, that
Oh,
is
yeah,
all.
true.
Yeah, you can focus on making recipe food. You do not need to worry about, like, you know, anything involving necessity cooking.
So, in terms of in-game, what happens next? What happens next?
Boat.
We go loot the
Oh,
boat.
boat!
Should we stop by the camp and let them know that, like, well, I mean, they probably got all their
No.
shit back
They
as
did
well.
got their stuff
Yeah,
back.
nah, they're fine.
They're fine. They'll
Are
figure
you
it out.
sure? Guys, really?
I don't really care
Oh, I'm
about them.
kidding. I mean, they were nice to us.
Yeah,
We
but
could stop by and see if they. Well, I guess they're on the island. We should see if they got their stuff back, though. Like,
I guess that's true. Yeah,
because we are the ones who solved the curse.
I mean, it's
Oh,
like kind of
yeah.
on the way. It's kind of on the way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
can
We
stop
solved the
on
curse.
the way? can we stop on the way and just like do a quick check-in with them on our way to the boat?
Yeah,
We solved the curse, and the orbs immediately went back to the camps. So they have to go get them again now.
Yeah.
You guys stop on your way and run back into Joja and Ara. You see that they are equipped with Joja's not. Joja is Azora. He doesn't really wear any armor necessarily, but you see that Ara is now equipped with some kind of more sufficient metal armor, and also has some kind of harpoon weapon that she bears now, and she's just like, oh my gosh, was this, did you guys, I feel like it had to have been you guys are the difference here.
Yeah, we killed the giant on the mountain.
We did not kill the giant on the mountain.
You didn't?
Yeah, we killed it.
Don't go to the north side of the island.
You did not.
No, we
Don't
didn't
send
kill-
them there.
Do not go north to the north side of the mountain.
Don't do that, yeah, no.
Understood. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try and focus on getting off the island now that we have everything back.
We may have a ride for you, depending on how things go.
Yeah, that would be great. Be nice to eat more than just half of a fish a day.
Oh, you guys struggle to eat now? That's weird.
Yeah, here's some food. I'm just gonna go bring up some more from I just picked
It's
up
kinda
an
cringe,
apple
I'm not gonna
randomly
lie.
from the. I'm just oh, that's weird. Here's some of my infinite food supply.
We're going to the Ciela.
Yes.
Ciela.
Should we tell them that we're gonna loot it for everything?
No,
I think no.
No, yeah, I mean, and Ari would ethically.
I vote. That's my vote. Is no.
Are we coming back here to camp for the night and then go in the morning down to Whirlpool, or
At what time is it? What? Yeah.
After all of the moving around that you guys have done, it's probably the equivalent of 1 p.m. It's early afternoon, maybe 2.
Oh.
I really think we should rest and have a full Lydian ability before we go down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Plus air bubble.
Yeah.
Plus air bubble. Plus I can also rejigger all of our infusions back to what they were before, because me and Nanari don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
Unless we can cook up perhaps a recipe.
Oh yeah. We gotta play every single
No,
card we
I
have. This is a
think we should-
divine motherfucking beast.
I think it's heart recipe time.
I think it's heart recipe
it's heart
time.
recipe
It might
time.
be heart recipe time.
Heart recipe?
Guys.
Heart recipe or attack recipe?
Oh,
I was thinking attack recipe a little bit.
I'm so stuck on that. That's a
Let's
good
go.
point.
Let's go loot the boat first.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go loot the boat. Get all of our apples in order. We'll come back
This
to
is technically in international waters, so we're salvageable.
bananas in order.
all of our bananas in a row. Is that I don't know.
Also, we should give Lorhannon a banana from our pack, so
Yeah,
we can
let's-
not die for the day.
Let's
Yeah,
figure that out.
I'll give Lorhannon a banana as a reward.
It's
Positive
you want to
reinforcement.
use a puppy? Oh yeah, here you go.
Lorhannon's can have a little banana as a reward.
As a treat. Yeah.
Does the Ciela look different? Does Ciela look different as we approach?
As you approach, it doesn't necessarily look different from your view. The damage to the lower parts of it are still very apparent. However, going up and inside of it, the rooms are now more full. There's quilts and clothes and crates full of all kinds of fruits, primarily. As well as different other cooking things like salt. There's a lot of rock salt here, as well as there's probably a bottle or two of Goron spice that you guys could grab too.
We're not eating
look my
white people
sister's
today,
room.
so
That's right. We got
It's-
spice, baby.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Can I try to
guys-
find my sister's room?
Yeah. You go around and find one. Kind of she kind of described in her letter that she had passed by the Yiga rooms, but to be Yiga rooms, that is. And
Yeah.
as you go by those, there are big crates in those rooms. But you go by and find a room that is absolutely hers. There are maps everywhere that you can tell were hand-drawn by her, as well as school books that she had brought with her to reference. And probably also above her bed, you see like a decorative net hanging there that you recognize that you probably gave a net to her like as like a decorative element for her room just so she could have a little piece of you. But you also find
Just grab all of her stuff.
you guys
Like-
see Natara emerge from one of these smaller rooms, and she just has all kinds of stuff in her arms.
He'll just open the bag of holding and like.
Drop
But I'm gonna take the crowbar. I'm going to those crates. I think
Oh.
those could have giant
Yeah,
ancient cores
all
in
the
them.
bananas.
There's a non-zero chance
yeah.
that there's either bananas or giant ancient cores inside there.
She said to say the crates were labeled for fruit, so
Gotta get
presumably
food.
bananas.
Yeah. Gotta get food for LG.
Is it
honestly.
labeled for bananas on the outside?
It says fruit.
Okay. I will use my crowbar to try and break the top off them.
You pry it open. It's quite easy. It seems that this has been accessed many times. And it's about like less than half full with bananas, mighty bananas, a lot of them. There's a lot for what there is. Most of them are nearing empty, though. They might have been on the verge of running out. Was that lightning?
Yes.
Yeah, it's rough. Some
Quite
of our lights are flickering.
Yeah,
every once in a
it's
while,
not
so,
ideal.
Okay, well, we'll try
Wait,
and
real
end at a
offline.
good point here. We'll try and speed it up a little, because we sometimes lose power,
No. I
too.
think we're.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I don't
because
think
we sometimes lose power for like a second.
Oh.
Oh.
So I don't want to
Oh,
like lose connection to everything. But yeah, it is. There's a lot of bananas.
just happened again.
It just did. Yeah.
We're so good, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so we got bananas.
All right. Do we want to take all that? We definitely want to take the score on spice, but like, I mean, how much do we want to take of this
Yeah,
other stuff?
I added the Goron spice to the sheet of holding.
Okay. I think like they left this stuff here and then like advanced. It's not like we're gonna take this ship back, right? So we might as well just loot what we can.
If it's
Yeah,
been a couple
I
of days, they might be like
Yeah.
dying because they don't have bananas.
True.
True.
Oh yeah.
True.
Actual
They
fact.
might we might get to the divine beast and they're all dead.
Unless they're like us, where they're like, oh,
Bananas.
thank God, our bag of holding just appeared that's full of 40 bananas.
I don't know if they would have a bag of holding. But Jenna, what else is on? So, in total, like numerically, what can we add to our bag if we assume we take everything?
We are bag chasers here, Jenna.
Let's see. Need a...
I know you just said food doesn't matter, but numerically now it matters.
Potentially half speed when we get back to them. We get over.
I think we go for Right, Lancer.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So there are in total 99 mighty bananas.
Let's go, guys! We are no longer a D&D party. We're the United Fruit Company now.
That means
We
are at
never have to
Guys.
worry again.
I rolled. I
Our
was like,
grandchildren.
I do not think we can fit that many in the bag of holding. Like, I think that might exceed our weight limit.
it definitely does.
Probably,
But that
yeah.
is the total amount. I was like, I'll just roll a D100 to see like how many mighty bananas are actually left. Because if it's 100, it makes sense. If it's like 2, that kind of makes sense. Also, whatever. I legitimately just rolled a 99.
Actually, go. We're eating tonight.
I think that settles it. We are making an attack meal.
I think we make an attack meal. I think we just make banana like sundaes for everybody, and we.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks we should make a defense meal though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, what does we don't know what the
definitely
in-game
have-
effect for defense is, right?
We don't. We do not know what a defense meal gets us. But when are we gonna make it? If not, like,
Or the
If not now, when?
That's so true.
True. I assume it's bumping up everybody's armor class by like 2 or 3 or something.
We don't know.
Maybe.
could be temp HP.
That could be really great because if I can get to 20 AC, I
They
will
done
try and
something with
throw up.
HP.
I don't know because like given what we've had before from big bad bosses, I think that like they usually roll like minimum like
Party
22
stuff
or
is
something.
temporary.
Yeah, we maybe want to have that AC like True, good
Yeah.
point. It might not actually
Yeah,
benefit
but
us.
we're
in the
not
long run.
just fighting a boss. We're fighting like 6 to 7
Yeah.
shithead Yigas on board as well,
Yeah.
who are armed with, again, thermonuclear weapons.
Okay, well, it's not like they can make like a handheld bazooka or something.
They
Did you
might
know
be
that
able
the
to.
Oh,
They're the
yeah.
technology clan.
And HP, so it is probably high AC.
As far as cooking goes, my vote is for. By the way, how much salt did we get? Not that it matters.
I will say 8. 8 like
salt?
servings of rock salt.
Nice. I'm just gonna eat salt.
I will add that in.
I'm going
Um,
horse
I
mode.
can't believe I'm rolling like this. I was like, okay, D8. That kind of makes sense. We'll see how much salt there is. 8. Let me just max roll every die.
Rock salt.
This is when we
awesome.
want that to happen too.
Oregano
think
is
it's
I will
hailing.
say
It's really bad. It's like really heavy.
I think
here.
it's hailing.
It's like the wind is insane.
I keep looking at
You
our
keep
weather
looking
as if
outside
there's
as if-
anything happening for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you guys get anything, is it cold enough for it'd probably still be snow or?
It rained last night. So.
Oh, okay, all right.
Stormies. It might have also snowed last night.
It might have also snowed last night. But like,
Jesus. You
We
guys
don't
are
act-
living in the Hebrew region.
Okay.
We're all in
okay,
Farron
so
right now.
That's right.
discussing which type of meal we're thinking about cooking for tonight. I assume we're like, walking back to the camp discussing this. I think like because of the defense bumping up armor class, even like again, I don't know if that's going to super benefit us. So my vote is either for temp HP. Temp HP is probably my front runner, and then attack.
Well, hold on. I did want to search the rest of the Yiga's room to see if there's any other shit in there besides just bananas.
Yeah, I will say, I think maybe while we're searching, the one benefit to having the higher AC is I feel like it might be a Yiga gauntlet before we even get to the main thing. So we want to get to the main thing with as much HP as humanly possible left, maybe. So I
Yeah.
can see why other people. So I'm either temp HP or what is it? AC boost.
Defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think any of the three are equally viable.
Yeah, like I mean, if anyone has like really hard feelings, I'll go with it. But I feel like
Anybody
our
else?
party.
I mean, we
Strongly.
have the attack food, so we could just kind of go ham on the attack food if we think.
Can't we
that's-
do both? Like temp HP and attack?
Like have two separate meals?
Have two separate
No,
meals.
it's only the temp HP is like you're allowed to mix and match that. I thought, aren't you? That's the only one you can.
No. Not like the same meal, but I mean like eat a temp HP meal, gain like 5 hit points maximum, and then also eat an attack meal because that doesn't they don't conflict effects. You can just do both things at the same time.
Mm,
I would say that it's really like more about food here in the sense of
Right.
you have to eat like the entirety of a meal to
and we'd be full.
yeah to be and you'd
Yeah.
be full. You really can't eat for another couple hours after that.
I mean, like you can give us aid, and that's like a lot of
That's
things.
pretty much
Equivalent.
temp HP, yeah. Although I can only do that for like
Plus, if we're in a big like knockdown drag out fight, I'm gonna put down the temp HP version of Diala, so that'll be giving us temp
Yeah.
HP every round.
okay. I think
So maybe attack is the way to go here.
So
It's
Lorhan votes attack.
or defense.
Inara, you vote defense.
I mean, I'm good with anything really. I mean, it might.
For me though, like I feel like defense. I don't know, because like, well, actually, you know what? I should do attack because a lot of times in fights, I feel like you guys are dropping, and I have good evasive maneuvers, but I don't take a whole lot of damage. So maybe attack would be good for my sword.
Yeah, I guess we could also we don't necessarily all have to have the same thing.
Yes, that's another thing I was gonna say.
That now we're playing. Now we're playing.
So we could have the people who don't have great defense increase their defense, and the people who have fine defense increase attack, or have
Yeah.
people
Give
do
this
what
woman
they
a
would
raise.
rather have.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'll take a defensive buff then.
I might also, I might take a defensive buff as well, just because I usually hit.
I will also do that then.
I'm gonna take an attack buff, I think, because I have like mirror image and greater invisibility.
No, yeah,
I can,
and your
I'm
vision
gonna
ring.
do.
yes,
You should also take
I should take attack.
Well, you've got the big shield.
I guess I
right?
do have the big shield.
Yeah, you have the super shield.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Because
Jenna,
if I have the shield, I can only do one-handed. So, yeah, additional attack.
I think we're looking for anything else on the ship.
Beyond that, I mean, there's not too much. There's like some like insignificant possessions that belong to people. Probably some rupees too. You can roll to see how many rupees total. Somebody give me an investigation check for like the rupees. Who's looking for it? Because that'll determine how many I roll here.
Say 26.
A 26?
You want to bump it?
I might. I have 2 more. You know what? Let's make that a 31.
We're long resting. You can do
What? A 31? Okay.
Let's go.
Hold on. Where the hell?
The Yiga, the Yiga petty cash is here.
Unless they come back, which I don't think they're going to.
Wow.
Hold on. We'll see.
Seems like the worst has passed for us, at least.
Looking back.
Great.
Sorry, Katie.
She's like, oh, what's the weather like here? No, it's still sunny out there.
Oh, it does look really cool though. Like
Yeah,
very,
it's
very
we've got
cool.
like the green sky, which is definitely very tornado-like.
You guys find in total, you're able to find 136 rupees.
Oh yeah, that's exactly 2 nights for our horses at the end.
It's still there.
God, our horses are still there, aren't
Your
they?
horses are still there.
We're gonna have to pay a late fee, and I know that we're gonna like cruise in on the back of this divine beast, hop off the docks, roll up to this place, and be like, "Can we have our horses? We're kind of like a big deal." And she'll be like, "Yeah, that's 500 late fee or something like that."
I'm feeling like
the
adding
Lydian
a
special,
suggestion.
guys.
What about the Lydian special where I cast suggestion and then maybe like be like, oh, we saved the town, like.
And we get like banned for life from the town.
You guys
Yeah,
could never go to
we get life
banishment.
Coin's Palace. You never you're never allowed to go.
I'd like to pay in Lydian coin. It's my own currency. Lid coin.
all right.
Anyway. So yeah, there's not too much else. Investigating the Yiga rooms. The Yiga don't really. I mean, Lorhanna knows this. They don't really have a lot of written material. They're not really proficient in writing per se or reading necessarily. So there's not really any kind of like journal or anything that would be here. Just realistically. Beyond that, though, since everything's kind of how it's been left, that's really it. There's really not too much here.
How many of the bananas are we taking?
All of them, right?
God, man. No, we
I
can't.
don't think
We,
we can
there's a
take all of them.
500-pound limit.
You guys already have like
Let's
25 bananas.
Let's take
We already had
Let's take
25.
let's take another 15.
Let's take another 16 to bump
16.
it up to 40.
To get it to 40. Sounds fair.
Okay, we're taking 16 bananas.
You're more than welcome to them.
I guess we could also take additional ones for the express purpose of eating them tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
All right.
let's throw in another 5 bananas.
Let's tiny
There
hut,
we go.
long rest, and get our shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can tiny hut again.
I would also like to
Nice.
say, with the stupid high roll for investigating for the rupees, I rolled 4 D100 and got 136. I rolled a 4 and a 7 as 2 of the rolls out of.
That is well below average.
It is so bad. So I just wanted you guys to know that I rolled a 4 and a 7 on the D100, trying to.
Just want to
Oh,
let
we
you
got
guys
a lot
know
of
that
spells.
your luck is shit.
Okay.
So you guys are tiny hutting for the evening. Taking watch.
Are we letting
sword.
these other folks in our tiny huts?
Can they
It
fit?
can hold up to 9 creatures. So with the 5 of us
So,
plus
yeah.
LG, yes, they can fit.
Somebody goes back to retrieve them, or are you guys going to tiny hut over there?
We're gonna, I think, tiny hut over there.
Yeah, you guys head back over, find Joja and Ara again, and tiny hut. There's really no
Cool.
point in keeping watch. You don't have horses or anything that don't fit in here to watch over.
That's right.
So you guys, unless anybody wants to do anything else.
No, let's fast forward to the morning. If
Well,
everybody's cool
air
with that.
bubble on Lydian, Anari, and Lorhannon.
Nice.
Awesome.
I like breathing. Big fan of breathing H2O
One of my
of
favorite
air.
activities.
Yeah, I almost said H2O. Like, oh man, I love inhaling water. Really gets the lungs lubricated.
And I'm resetting all of my my infusions to be resistant electricity, resistant armor for Natara, radiant weapon for Lydian's Thunderblade, and the enhanced armor for Lorhannon.
Okay.
Don't make that face, Sarah.
I was just kidding. I'm good.
You have your super
I got
spear
my-
back.
I got my super spear back, and I'm super spear. I got the sword back, which I'm
Super
very
sword,
excited
that's what
about.
I mean, yeah.
That shit is I'm so excited.
Joja and Ara are very grateful that you guys are sharing this magic protective field with them. And you guys get a good night's rest with all of your possessions back on your bodies. Morning comes, the tiny hut fades, and you all gain the benefits of a long rest. What you guys want to cook? We can get that sorted out, end the session here, and then pick up next time with, the big thing.
So-
End the session with us standing on the shoreline, ready to take the deep dive.
Cinematic.
So I believe we are cooking 5 banana meal for me and Natara.
Okay.
I will cook. How good are you at? Well, I guess it depends what skill we use. Do you want to cook, Natara?
I don't
Your
care either
your
way.
survival's pretty high, so
Okay. Yeah.
It's not survival though.
No,
Just
it's
survival,
it's a attribute check.
Yeah.
How are you going about cooking it?
I'm just trying
Wisdom.
to be like
I mean, like it would be like.
I'm just trying to be prepared for this. Like I want to be as prepared as possible, so I'm trying to be careful, like get all the effect from it that I can.
Yeah, this sounds like wisdom. Also, what proficiency did you take? Because you're the only one I believe that already had survival as a proficiency.
I did not choose yet. I don't know.
That's okay. You can take some time to decide.
Yeah.
But go ahead and make a wisdom check for me to cook.
Where's wisdom?
You'll hit the one on the
Oh, I'll
side.
just hit.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Oh baby.
21.
21. Okay. Okay. So, you go about cooking, it's just 5 mighty bananas is all you're throwing in here, right?
We
That's
could
pretty
use
much
the
how we-
mighty,
What other
mighty
attack?
park,
Yeah.
carp, yeah,
Yeah, let's
or the crab.
Or the
let's throw in
crab, yeah.
Let's throw in the bananas and I guess a carp. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get me
Please.
some
You
fish.
probably only like what you probably for the two of you, you probably only need like the carp and like 2 bananas, right?
Well, I don't know if adding more bananas adds to like the higher chances of getting a better effect.
I thought the effect is determined by the roll.
Jenna, can
I think
you
it's
confirm
both.
or
I
not?
think it's a combination of the
It's
two.
a combination. I have 3 tables that I
Ah,
referenced to give you
gotcha.
guys the result here.
Okay.
Jesus.
Let's use 5. We have
Jenna's
we
running
have
a formula.
Guys,
an
you don't
excess
know how many
of-
tables I have. I
crab
have so
meat.
many tables.
We have an
But
excess
then-
of
that might be
bananas.
hard.
That's true.
Let's-
I don't know
yeah,
why I'm like penny pinching over our 500 bananas.
Let's do 5 bananas and 1 carp, Jenna.
You guys eating this gain a benefit of all of your attacks now have a +2 to hit for the next 24 hours.
That's really good.
Yeah.
All attacks like
Nice.
weapon and magic.
Yeah, I guess
The
so.
next
We'll do that.
24 hours.
That's
'Cause
really
I
good.
don't think,
That's
I don't
really
think
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, because sometimes things will specify like weapon attacks or just normal attacks, which is anything. But that's really good.
Normal attacks, yeah. We'll go with that. I like that.
Damn. Guys, we are really killing the planning this time. I gotta say.
Well, I
For
wouldn't
now.
count our
The
bananas
realization
Yeah.
that we didn't all
Yeah.
have to eat the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow,
I
yeah,
feel
that,
like
no.
Jill tried to tell us that before, and we've been like, nah, what do you mean?
No.
I mean, the thing is that, like, you have to, you can only cook one thing at a time, so it was really a time thing for you guys before, where, you would take, like, an hour in the morning to, like, prepare something and eat it and everything. It would take an additional hour, so you guys have the time today, so you can take the additional time to cook something else.
All right, defense gang. What are we thinking?
All right. I gotta, like, actually.
I'm thinking 2 iron shrooms, both the carp and the amaranth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Well,
solid.
basically, we're going to be exhausting our reserves, but I think we need to spend it.
It is
I
time.
agree.
So, you said 2 shrooms, 1 carp, 1 amaranth,
2 carp.
2 carp.
But yes, otherwise, yes.
Yes, and that would be enough for you guys, okay? Who is cooking?
I'll do it.
How are you doing
Big
it?
brain.
Wait. Before you do that, no, I'm not gonna waste this. No, yeah, you're fine. Gonna do something.
I
but-
am going to basically be like adding the ingredients one at a time, trying to like experiment with the flavor, make sure I'm getting the desired effect out of all of it.
Go ahead and make the intelligence check. Go ahead.
Thanks. Thanks.
I appreciate the hustle there.
Ah. I'll
Bump
bump
it at
that
least,
to a 14 total.
Damn.
14.
Sometimes we don't get god rolls on our food. you know?
Yeah.
For
yeah,
the
we don't know.
next 24 hours, you guys gain resistance to... What is this? Resistance to 1 damage type. So, I think I did it so it's... I recall. So you can choose either bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing and gain resistance to it. I don't like that. It's not
What-
the same
So
level.
let me quickly look at my inventory to see what damage a vicious sickle does.
Hey, do you mind
Slashing.
messaging me what a
That's
damage
that's slashing damage for anyone who'd be interested.
That's...
Yep.
I imagine a windbreaker blade would also
Yes.
do slashing damage.
Definitely.
So slashing it is. That's pretty good though.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm like looking to compare to the other things, and I'm like, yeah, that is kind of like on par.
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty low roll for us.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, that's all you get? But yeah, that's what it is with the
it's still pretty good, but man, oh well.
unfortunate, but still good. Any other preparation you guys want to do here at the camp before you head down to the beach?
I only have something I want to do when we get to the beach.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll roll D100. See what we get.
Oh
I'm,
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Big money.
I'm gonna
14.
cast
14.
Oh.
That's not the speak with animals, right? Or was it?
It's
Okay.
not.
I don't.
It's close to it,
I
right?
don't think this
Yeah.
one is super helpful, but I will send it.
I could always just reroll. I could always just reroll it.
Well, it's up to you.
I'm debating doing Shield of Faith here. Myself, I don't know.
I also will grant everybody a happy birthday present and give them aid, or at least 3 creatures within range. Who wants it? Honestly, impress me.
All right, man. I don't want it now.
Yeah.
What's everybody? That's what increase temp
Uh,
HP?
What
it's-
was do that?
No, it's max.
Yeah, your max HP
Oh.
increases
Really
by
good.
5 for 8 hours. Although when I cast it using a third level or higher, I can do an additional creature. No, a target hit point increases by an additional 5 for each slot above second. So if I cast it at like
Who
third
has-
level, if I cast
Who
this at third
doesn't
level,
have
then
good HP?
I've got 52.
Like
I have-
Shannon.
Yeah, I have 80, and I'm probably gonna give myself a 20 AC, so I think I'm fine.
Okay.
You guys can fight
Lord
over
Hannon,
that.
what's your health?
Astrid.
I have
my inspiration.
I have 70, but
Whoa.
my AC is-
Holy shit! Wait.
All right.
I got the belt. I got the belt.
Oh,
okay.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Natara, what's your HP?
65.
Okay, I have 61. So,
So I think it's the 3 of us then, yeah.
I think me, Aquila, and Natara will be increased by 5.
Unless we want to give it to Lord Hannon because he has a lower AC.
That's
Or what's
smart.
what's your AC?
It's
Yeah.
14.
14.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I've-
fine if I don't have it. I think
I'm gonna
giving
give
it
it.
to you all is probably better.
Because my AC is 17 with the shield.
That's pretty good. Natara, do you mind if I give it to Aquila, me, and Lorhanan? Then
No.
okay. I think we'll do that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take 10 minutes. Oh wait, what is it? Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Well, no, I'm probably gonna wait to cast Shield of Faith because it only lasts up to 10 minutes. Yeah, when we get closer, I'll cast that.
Okay.
I will reroll my D100.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
58. Oh.
Boy.
Oh.
Sounds
Oh.
better. Sounds better. Oh, baby.
Oh my god. What is it?
What?
That's good. It's a good one.
Is it like Blink or something?
No, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Just whenever he needs it, he gets it. Whatever's on the other side of this pact, it is the ultimate sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like we'd have a sugar daddy. Lord Hannon.
Gosh. Okay. You guys have anything else you want to do at this camp before heading down to the beach?
Should we tell them that well, I guess we'll just come back for them.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll surface hopefully, and then walk back to them and be like, "Hey, want to hitch a ride on this giant death robot?"
That they were finding, and that's why they were out at sea. for
Yeah.
so long. That's why you haven't seen your daughter. And then we're stranded on this island.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had a daughter.
Not together. It's
Yeah, one of them did.
one of them has a daughter. The one is like a centuries old Zora. The other one's just like I don't know, just a girl. I don't know. But you guys go south through the jungle that has been pretty well traveled at this point.
Your beard.
What is that?
That's
What is that?
roll for beard.
Oh, okay.
Beard.
I was like, why are we rolling
Nobody's
dice?
no beard today.
reaching the beach that Lydian and Atara had investigated just 2 days ago, actually now. What are you guys doing down here?
I'm going to
Staring
cast Alter Self on myself and give myself an aquatic form, and I'm going to become Zorkila again.
I was just
I
gonna
get
say
like a little
stare at the
octopus
waves-
head.
Stare at the waves majestically, like contemplating our destiny or something.
Anari's contemplating what it's going to be like to swim in heels. She,
Not like
Natara's
this.
is ready to find her sister finally.
Let's do it.
I like got all her stuff because I was like, I don't know if we're gonna like be able to go back. She
That's a
doesn't know
good
what's
call.
happening. So she is prepared to see her again. Plus, she's got an extra net now if necessary.
That's right.
Canonically, I'm thinking Inari picked up, like, learned how to swim, like, sometime during our travel. Like, someone in the group definitely taught her how to swim. Whoever wants
Natara
to.
would.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, you don't need to. You have an air bubble.
Natara would teach anyone how to swim.
Oh, sick.
Natara's here to kick ass and make nets, and she's all out of rope.
That's true. I'm gonna have to like take a bunch of rope from my own shop to be able to keep making them. Said business is bad. Sorry, taking all of our rope. Sell it on the road.
We got, we could have sold all of our bananas for like a huge profit. All right, I have no other prep. Do you guys have any other prep?
Oh,
I have no prep.
I don't think so right now. No.
Okay. As
I'm
you
gonna-
guys... God.
Sorry, I think we should put LG inside the bag.
Yeah. Sure.
yeah.
Which means I need like 3 people to help me with this because he's not going to
Yeah,
go
okay.
willingly.
LG fights it so
Let's
hard.
you out again.
Get inside the banana bag immediately.
Come with your lizard. Your dead lizard.
Yeah,
Firefly.
hang out with the very dead lizard in there.
I never want to see the inside of this bag. I feel like it's like somebody's messy car where it's just like there's just
Yeah.
stuff.
It's just gross.
Just like push some stuff out to the back. Like, sorry about that. It's a mess.
We
And
were
there's,
like that with the Strahd campaign, too. We had some really fucked up shit in that Vago holding that we had, too. Like, it's
We did have
just.
Hydra head in there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes,
We had a
you
suit of
did.
armor that was like secretly evil the whole time, didn't
The
we?
whole time.
Yeah.
Shard was
that
like,
you guys
here,
don't
put
have
this
anything
on.
like
And you
that.
guys were like, I put it in another dimension. Fuck you.
But yeah, it's a good thing you guys don't have anything like that.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Looks at LG.
Can't anymore. He's in the bag.
Looks at the bag.
As you guys look out down across the southern sea, seeing the disturbance, the cyclone of ocean, about 500 feet off the coast that you stand on, that is where we will end today's session and pick up next week with the Divine Beast.
Oh, this is so cool.
That
The
might
divine
be a
beast that we don't know the
potential-
name of.
I know.
Yeah.
Ah, something.
Do I even want to say? Because I don't know if you'd find it anywhere.
Nobody would tell us.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, I feel like we would know.
Do I want to tell you guys now? No, you know what? I'm just gonna make it the title of next week's episode.
Would anyone in the boat have known and said in their notes on the Ciela?
You don't really have.
They
notes.
wouldn't. They don't write.
Oh, I meant like the not evil people. No, yeah, I
People
didn't
don't
think
care
the
about-
spies were like, yes, today I plan on murdering the crew.
But that is that. I am going to go ahead and end the stream. Oh, I never put the intermission off. Damn.
Oh, it's over. It's our production value.
Damn.
No!
fine. It's audio.
All of our we